Last time on the Shadows of Greyhawk, the party took on a new companion, a cleric by the name of Kandor, who'd been sent by his mentor Velius to keep an eye on the young adventurers lest they find themselves in trouble. And trouble did they find. Finally bypassing a unique trap that combined the colors of the rainbow and the power of the wind, the party found themselves in the Hall of Orbs, a long corridor dropping to a seemingly floorless room occupied by thousands of iron spheres and only a narrow plank to cross some 60 feet to the opposite side. Using well-placed pitons, a novel use of Osric's levitation spell and Goldie's undaunted courage, the halfling traversed the chamber ceiling to find a well-sealed door barring their way on the other side. As the party began to enter into the chamber, Vamrid lost his balance and fell into the pile of iron orbs, triggering an attack of a horrid creature with piercing tentacles and a sharp beak. The party sprang into action, defending their companion while a disembodied voice both mocked and encouraged them at every turn. Magic missiles, axe chopping, and a well-placed dagger thrown by their new companion finally put the monster down, much to the glee of the ghost, who then revealed themselves. Eager to enlist the party's aid, this specter introduced themselves as Alistair Land, a young farm boy who'd become trapped in the Whispering Cairn on an adventure some 30 years prior. Trapped and unable to pass beyond the material plane until the boy's remains were reunited with his family's remains at the Land farmhouse outside of Diamond Lake. A deal was struck, reluctantly, to aid Alistair in return for access to the chamber beyond. He promised that if they were to do this thing for him, to reunite his bones with his family's bones on the parcel, on their farmstead, that he would help them get past the next door and into the chamber. Now, in the process of these negotiations, Alistair was momentarily insulted and enraged by Goldie, who was struck by the ghost's horrifying visage and instantly aged 30 years. Nonetheless, the party set out with the boy's bones and returned to Diamond Lake, where they went about their business discussing matters of the Vati with Olistan, the powerful mage who lives in Diamond Lake, paying off the balance to the Gavort Fort property, commissioning upgrades to their gear, taking an audience with Velius at the Temple of Heronius, and playing a bit of music at the Come On In on a broken lute, no less. With information and Alistair Land's remains in their possession, the party now finds themselves making their way to the Land farmstead outside of Diamond Lake. I had to really watch every single word that I included in that frickin' recap this time. Otherwise, Shelley would be snorting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My friends, you are on the road. It is morning. You have found yourselves all reunited as you are heading out some 10 to 20 minutes east of town, headed for the Land estate. I'll give you a moment if you'd like to do any role play catch up or anything like that you want to talk about on your way. We'll consider this a little bit of a walk and talk.
That was a delicious breakfast sandwich, Goldie. Did you make those?
Unfortunately, no. I had spent a little bit too much time in bed this morning. I was so tired. And when I got up, I had to put on a bunch of ointment.
I've never had
I don't like being
that before. I'm used to like a paste for breakfast, maybe an egg, but that was good.
Gruel. They serve gruel at the temple.
Now, to people like me, I'm only second class. I'm only a healer second class. I haven't quite worked my way up.
Well, you're our healer, Kandor, and that's all that matters.
Deserved a good breakfast. Good job. As I whack him on the shoulder real hard.
Oh, like my coif goes over my eyes again.
I smack him really hard on the back of the leg, and I say, "And the way you threw that dagger, that was something else."
I'm better with the longsword, but I got lucky.
You're better. You were great with the dagger.
I got lucky.
Can't wait to see you with the longsword.
Yeah, it's Velius' father's sword, too, apparently. He must have been some great warrior. It's very light. You might even be able to hold it.
My legs are getting a little sore. Does anyone want to hold me?
You're just gonna have to get used to it, I think.
You're right. You're right.
Actually, you're about the weight of the tuba, maybe less. And now that it's in the shop getting some upgrades, yeah, jump on my shoulders. It's fine.
All right. You mind if I play a couple of... I'll take the place of the tuba while we're walking. I'll pull out the broken lute.
Fantastic.
Okay. You can sing along, though.
No.
You couldn't stop me.
Nor would I try.
So who knows where we're going?
Where are we?
It's right up this hill, if I recall correctly.
And you said you said the house has not been occupied ever since. They say.
I mean, according to Alistair, no. I mean, his whole family died in the plague.
It's just odd that nobody has moved in.
Well,
You're saying we could buy it.
I mean,
This is
We might
real
just be
estate
able to-
opportunity.
We might be able to take it, depending. But this is after we finish the job, so let's not mess around with that. But afterwards, I think one of us might have been related to them, and we just pay the transfer fee just like the other place. You know what I'm saying?
The Gavort Fort could use a new door. I'm just saying.
Right?
Yeah. Or like a window, maybe a window pane or something.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, after we finish the job, we're going to do something to this pile of bones. Because look this is what he did to me.
What?
Not that I have a vote in anything, but I think before you fix your door, you really ought to make it smell better up there.
We're working on it. It's
it's a work in progress.
I will help. I will help when we get back there.
We could rub a bunch of Ben Gay around the walls.
Who?
Just a thought.
Who's that? Is it like a
I don't
priest?
have any of that.
I do. Okay, really though, we're gonna find the pile of bones. We're gonna find the bones, the grave area. And
We
then
have
put these
bones.
in there.
We're just gonna dig out a grave and then we're gonna pile them in there. That should do. We got to get back to the Whispering
We just
Cairn.
have to find out where his parents' graves are, right? Together.
It shouldn't be too hard. Yes.
Are we gonna see like a poof or something? And know that we did it, or are we just gonna hope that he shows up when we get back to the room?
I mean, I've never
One thing kind of bothers me though is that if he had left his family to go get help, whatever, and his family died, who was left to bury his family?
It was probably one of my temple, I would imagine.
Maybe. Yeah, they buried him on the property. I heard because of they didn't want it anywhere else. They wanted to keep this contained.
Yeah. I mean, there's a spot in the boneyard, but most people, they got buried on their properties.
Are we there yet?
We shouldn't be talking about hope either. I mean, you can hope in one hand and poop snake in the other and see which one weighs more. So let's just give it a whirl.
Well, I don't know if you know this about my class, but if anything unforetold should happen, like spirits or whatever, I am trained in the arts of turning away some levels of undead.
Why didn't you do that before?
because you needed them. If I scared them away, we wouldn't even have a chance to get past that door.
Plus,
That's true. We kind of needed him.
he seemed like a little stinker. He's probably going to stick around no matter what Kandor does.
He wants to see what happens. He wants to see what happens when we go in there. Maybe he's dying to see what's in there. He's never been in there, right?
We need him.
Anyways, are we there yet?
It's right around this bend here.
All right, so you guys continue on down the lane 10, 20 minutes outside of town, and you finally come to into view of this large copse of an immense declo trees. It shades this small clearing, and you can see down in this small little valley the remnants of probably some sort of a farmstead. There's the crumbling walls of an abandoned farmhouse that kind of sit at the base of this small valley, and not too far from the home itself, you can see that there are some headstones that look dilapidated, and from a distance you can tell that this is likely the plot where the family has been laid to rest. As you approach the cemetery plot, you can see that there are 5 grave markers that stand in this small clearing, and in front of each of them, open pits that yawn before all 5 headstones.
Wait
You can
a
see
second.
piles of fresh dirt and a pair of
Fresh?
abandoned shovels that suggest that the excavation likely took place recently.
Are you kidding me?
What? That wasn't us. I'm gonna go up.
I look at Ozaric. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I haven't been here yet.
What do we know about his family, the Lands? What do we know about them? This can't be a coincidence.
Nothing other than they died of the Red Death. I'm gonna go
I mean,
check.
they had these. I mean, the house is fairly. I mean, can we tell? Was it a small like farmhouse, or was it like decent size? I mean, they had 6 people in their family, so it must have been fairly big.
It's
right?
not a large estate. It's very modest. It's a small building. It looks like at one point it had at least 2 stories. But yes, not in extravagant manner by any stretch of the imagination. These are
Not a mansion,
simple
it's
people.
more, yeah.
They.
We see names on the headstones or anything?
Yeah, Vamrid, you step forward to take a look at the headstones, and you can see, and maybe some of you, the others of you, also step forward and look. And you can see one of them is labeled Anders Land, 531 to 564. The next one, Bemissa Land, 534 to 576. Cauldron Land, similar dates. Gerdia Land, all of the maybe 576 isn't quite right, but maybe all of them except for Anders seem to have been buried 30 years ago, which lines up fairly well with the Red Death that swept through this area.
And we listed earlier.
The fifth one that you see is etched with Alistor Land's name. And it does not have an end date. It does not have a death date on it, but the other 4 of them do.
Oh, he's got a plot already.
Look, I mean, he's looking at the headstones with the names. As he's looking at that, I mean, I'm no tracker. I'm not a ranger, but I'm looking to see if there's any sign of trampling of. I'm sure it's overgrown a bit, so it's got to be trampled. Probably easy to identify trampled, weeds or whatever.
I'm looking at the and I'm looking at the dirt and the shovels to see if I can tell how long.
You're professional.
I would say you could guess based on the condition of the soil. I mean, you've dug a lot of graves yourself. You've seen a lot of people laid to rest. It's been maybe 3 days. Roughly 3 to 5 days, something like that. So it's been a little bit of time. Kandor, you look around. Give me a wisdom check. You see all kinds of tracks around here. The verge is trampled down.
With bonus is 12.
12 on your wisdom check. Okay. You look down and you can see that there are the tracks of at least 3 individuals, maybe more. It looks like they were working, digging.
They're not beasts.
And you can
they use
see
shovels.
that a number of the tracks, a couple of the tracks, the 3 to some number of individuals seem to walk together or in a single file line towards the farmstead. Is anybody else looking at the tracks?
Yeah.
I would be on my way to the building. I'd hop down off of Amrid's shoulders.
Okay. I would say that Torbin, you've got some tracking ability, so I'm just going to jump in for you. You would see that there are 5 sets of tracks that lead from the small cemetery plot towards the house. And as Goldie starts to make their way towards the farmhouse, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm whispering that this is why you bury it at Boneyard. This does not happen at the Boneyard.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I mean, this was, you said it's a couple of days ago that this was.
All right, there's only
before we even met Anders.
It's happened at least 2 or 3 days ago, maybe more. But there's only a few reasons I can think of why anybody would do this. and they're not good. One is they're treasure hunting, and this family didn't have any treasure, as far as we know.
No.
Two, there are necromancers who need bodies, and if that's what they're doing,
they're going to be, even I know this, after 30 years, it's just bones. There's nothing left. I guess you have a skeleton.
Oh,
skinny.
Kandor, my sweet summer child, you don't know
I am young.
the power of necromancy, and it is not to be trifled with. So be on your guard.
I was always warned about dipping my toes into that art.
Well, judging by these tracks, there's at least 5 of them.
Yeah, but they're gone now, right?
They're walking towards the farmhouse.
They all went towards the house. Are there
Oh,
any?
the Goldie.
Do we know if there's any living relatives out here? By the way,
I don't think so. I think Kandor was Alistair was the last one.
Star.
All right, so Goldie and Vamrit are heading towards the farmhouse. I imagine the rest of you follow suit. And as you're following Torbin with your tracking ability as a barbarian, you can see that there are 4 sets of tracks going in the opposite direction, leading away from the house.
All right. I'll just pass that on to everybody.
So they went and they left?
5 went in, 4 went out.
What the
All
heck?
right, so help me with math. That leaves 3?
Yes. No, there's 1 person in here.
Maybe.
As you approach, you can see that the farmstead itself, the home of the land family, is dilapidated, falling apart, crumbled walls, a sagging, unsafe house, broken window panes. The roof is sagging. It looks maybe slightly better condition than the Gavort Fort. It doesn't have the same scent, but it does have a scent. There's something that smells out of the ordinary as you approach.
I know the smell of death. Does it smell like death?
Does it smell like
possibly?
goblins?
Give me a wisdom check, Jose Osric.
The nose knows.
It does not smell like goblins.
I'm well acquainted with that smell too. Let's see. Wisdom. That is a 13.
13. Okay. It doesn't quite match what you are familiar with death, and you've smelled a lot of dead things recently.
I have. That's my
And
job.
you've smelled a lot of old things recently. But you get the sense that this is something else. And Torbin, you would know that it smells almost like an animal, like a beast maybe.
Like a cooked beast or a live beast?
If you asked that of Torbin, he would probably tell you that not a cooked beast.
Uh-oh.
Looking on the ground around the door, the front entrance to this place, you can see that there are sludgy puddles of dried blood, coagulated, fleshy chunks that
What
sort of
the-
litter the front stoop.
What is going on here?
That looks suspicious.
Yeah.
Now we were led to believe was going to be here.
That doesn't look right.
Stand back, Osric. I got this. And I go up to the door.
Do all your
I-
buttons
yeah.
crack
What was
when
that?
you do that?
Kandor draws his
So
sword.
confident now.
I heard a crack. What was that crack from? Was that from you, Goldie?
It was my spine.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine.
okay.
I can help you with that, you know.
We'll see.
Maybe we should try to flush it out first. Make a little noise, see if something happens.
You could knock.
Well, what if it runs out the back?
Well, then we don't have to mess with it.
What are we talking about? Did you see animal tracks?
As well as flesh, there's fleshy stuff here, and
What do the tracks look like? I mean,
Goldie says.
Corbin?
Are there any animal tracks near the door, Dave,
Is there
that
poop?
Torbin can see?
Is there any piles of poop?
Give me a
anywhere?
wisdom check. It's very trampled here. You can see the tracks of the individuals that were at the gravesite that lead into this area, and they've sort of trampled everything down.
5.
It's hard to say.
I can't tell.
Do we see any bones or about, just in case? I mean, I'm looking.
Just chunks of flesh on the front stoop right along these stairs here. This is kind of the front door right here.
Is that freshly cut flesh, or is this like decomposed?
With your background in matters of the flesh, you would probably guess that they're about, I don't know, 3 days old.
Go inside.
You can.
Are these windows?
Necrotized tissue here, and I show them
necrotized.
Does the building area, it looks like it can go in, right? It's not like it's crushed down, right, or crumbled. You could enter in through this door here that Torbin and Goldie are standing at, checking for tracks and poking about the fleshy bits on the stairs here. Torbin, I heard you. These are windows, and as I mentioned, the glass panes are broken.
Does it look like broken enough for somebody to come through the window, or just like broken?
No, just broken, like old, like maybe someone broke them with rocks, like local kids, or just over the pressure of the sagging second story and roof, just busting them, that kind of thing.
Are they at a height that Torbin could kind of see into, so he could kind of like see into the bottom floor? Yeah, so he's gonna walk down and just kind of try to peek through the windows a little bit, see if he can see anything in there. Okay.
Yeah, you look inside and you can see. Here, I'm gonna do this.
What does it smell like, Torbin?
Kind of the same. Horrible.
I'm right there. I got my sword in the hand.
I remember breaking windows as a local kid.
You can see inside this thing, and it's there's trash. There's broken floorboards. There's a wall along this right in here. Looks like some sort of entryway. It's hard to tell other than that. But the smell is more, and you can see that there's also more fleshy bits inside here. Some older than 3 days, some of them rather fresh.
Goldie's busting down the door. She'll open it, see if it opens.
Yeah, you can just push it open and it just sort of like hangs on the hinges and swings open.
Okay, she'll walk in.
Just like, as soon as I see it, Ken, like, does she always do this, Torbin?
Careful, Goldie.
I'm just checking the
You might hurt yourself.
door.
I know you know what you're doing. I know.
Keeping it safe,
Torbin will walk down to this next window and just be kind of like, ugh. Can he see anything around this little hallway?
Yeah, we'll say you can see that it opens into an open floor plan, as it were.
Ooh. Maybe
Very modern. Very modern decision. And I don't see anything. I can't see around this wall, but so far it looks clear. Torbin will walk back towards the stairway to kind of go up behind Goldie.
Can you see the other window, or the north window?
Did she kick the door in?
The door is all just hanging there right now.
I'm gonna go check the north window, see if I can tell anything.
Yeah, you look inside there.
Do I hear anything?
No. Osric, you look inside and you can see, again, it's just a very open floor. It's dilapidated, falling apart. It does look like there is maybe some remains of some animal nesting or burrowing, or middens probably of mice and other critters in this space. A lot of trash and broken walls, crumbling ceiling.
Gross. There's nothing in there as far as I can tell from the window.
Kandor, you asked if you could hear anything. Give me a wisdom check.
As I'm listening, I'm also looking at the base of the building. Does it look like it has a basement, or is it just like a solid foundation? It wasn't that good. 6, 7, 8. I rolled a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear much other than your friends sort of talking and making observations about what they're trying to figure out. It looks like it's just built on the ground. There's no basement.
Yeah. All right.
What the heck is going on there?
All right, should we go check it out?
I mean, there's not much to check out. You'll see when you go around the corner.
Goldie's taking it a little easy here because she's just checking for like floorboards that might break.
Watch your step.
Yeah.
I'm
Trapdoors.
going to if they all go inside, I'm going to stand at the now broken door, just in case they need me for any good reason, and also just in case anyone comes while they're inside.
Okay. As you start to get to the edge of this wall here, Goldie, you hear a very faint, almost chirp-like sound.
I'll stop and look back at Torbin and Vamred.
Did Torbin hear it by any chance?
Give me a wisdom check, please.
Is that the floorboard? Did one of you fart?
Oh, horrible.
Well, hey, I'm
Horrible.
pretty gassy.
4.
No, you didn't hear it.
I can't hear anything. What's going on up there?
It's like some little no. Did you hear that? Sounds like a little puppy crying.
I'll try
it's
to
a puppy.
listen.
Let's go say hi.
Goldie will take another little peek around the wall.
10.
Carefully.
As you look around the wall, you see something racing towards you. I need you all to make a initiative roll as this massive amalgamation of bear and owl comes racing towards you.
Where the hell did that come from?
It sounded so cute, though.
It's a man bear pig.
Oh, damn.
Am I rolling initiative too, Dave?
Everybody's going to roll initiative.
Oops.
The first round is going to be just Goldie and this creature. Let's see. Make sure that you add yourself to the initiative tracker.
I rolled pretty good.
Let's see. Initiative. All right. So Goldie with a 9.
Yeah.
You're looking at the floorboards. You hear the chirp. You look up. You turn the corner, and you just see this. It's just coming towards you at breakneck speed. What do you want to do?
Pull out my warhammer.
Oh,
Creature.
What kind?
I think I'm busy.
Big, the big kind.
Goldie, what are you gonna do?
I pulled out my warhammer. Is it like, does it look friendly?
Swing around the corner.
Give me an intelligence check, Goldie.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's 4. I don't know.
It either looks really, really friendly or really, really mad. It's hard to tell. But it looks like it's coming in for a hug.
Oh. I mean, I think this is bad, so I'm gonna be swinging with my warhammer.
Hammer hug.
Yeah. Stop hammer time.
Okay, take a swing.
Okay. 13.
You swing and it sort of sidesteps out of the way as you miss. Your hammer comes down into the floorboards and cracks, splinters flying in all directions. This thing is going to make an attack at you. And that is probably not going to hit. That's a 9. It swings with one of its claws and it misses you. It slams into the wall as you duck out of the way. We'll go to the top of the order. Osric, you hear the commotion. You see Goldie from where you are swinging and missing, and then trying to pull her hammer back out of the floorboards as part of the wall crumbles down at the far end. But you don't see what she's up against. What do you want to do?
I'd like to move to a point where I can see. So 15. That's half my movement. Can I see from that vantage point anything? Any part of it?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Get him, Goldie.
You got him, boss.
But I can't target, unfortunately.
All right. Goldie, it's your turn again.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm trying to pull it out, and if I can, I'll take another swing.
Okay, yeah, you can pull it out of the floorboards. Take a swing.
Okay. Ooh, 15.
15 hits.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
For damage. That is 6 damage.
Okay, yeah, you smack it, and it sort of recoils from the hit and stumbles, and then gets up on its hind legs. Kandor, what do you want to do? You really can't see what's happening. Similar, you've seen Goldie take a couple swings. You saw this end of the wall sort of like shatter as something on the other side of the wall hits it. What would you like to do?
Kandor is out, just inside that, just outside that door, and he just deep breath and says, "Oh shit." He grabs his holy symbol, which is like 2 lightning bolts, kind of like ZZ Top symbol. And when he grabs it, it looks like Hieronymus's symbol of the hand clasping the lightning bolt. And he just says, "Hieronymus, make their hits strike true and sound like your voice, which is thunder." And he's going to cast Bless.
Okay. And who does that affect?
Should affect the whole party, right? I believe, right?
But you tell me. I have no idea what Bless does. I don't know.
My bad. I should have. I'm sorry. Bless. Right here, I wrote it down. Good. All my allies get +1 to hit, +1 to save versus fear. So everyone gets +1 to hit and +1 on their saves. As far as I can tell, it's what was in the.
And there's no distance restrictions on that. Yeah, double check it. I'm sure it doesn't. All right, so Kandor.
We're all pretty close to each other, and I'm just gonna kind of step
Goldie is like 20 feet away from where you're at. It's probably well within the range.
133.
We'll just go with it. So that is what you do, and then the owl bear is going to take another swing at Goldie. Ooh, that is going to hit with a 23 with the first claw attack. That's 4 points of damage. It's going to swing again. Sorry, Goldie. That's a dirty 20. For 3 more points of damage as it hits you with both claws. You guys watch as Goldie gets lifted into the air as these claws are impaled on it, and because I hit with both of it, it is going to do a crushing grasp on you, Goldie. For a total of 4 more damage. You are immobilized by this thing. The only thing you can do on your turn is try to get out of it with a strength save. So that's going to be what you're going to probably need to do on your turn. Otherwise, this thing's going to tear you apart. It's already.
Well, then that's what I'm going to be doing.
Torbin.
Torbin, seeing all this, he's just going to race around and up in front of the thing, and he's going to take a swipe.
Okay.
Just try to hit it with his long sword.
Yeah, +1 from the bless.
Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. As you come sort of flanking around Goldie, you can see she's lifted up in the air, blood just dripping down from her sides where this thing has impaled its claws into her.
That's pretty good. 24 to hit.
Yep, whoa. That'll hit. Roll damage.
Ooh, not as great. 2 plus. So that'll be 5 slashing.
Okay. 5 slashing damage. Nice. Yeah, you come in and slash at it, and it doesn't even really seem to take notice of you as it is focused on Goldie at the moment. That brings us to Vamrit at the bottom of the order.
Can I get to it to hit? Am I close enough?
You probably could. You could
swing around
5. You can get like right there on the corner. Yep.
We need to evict this interloper if we want to transfer mortgage paperwork. They're not going to let us do that with this guy here. It's got to go.
As Goldie is being torn to shreds.
Hey, somebody's got to work on the paperwork, right? You always got to keep your eye on the prize.
Well, at least the grave sites are available.
Right?
Wait, what? There's 5 of them, too. Interesting.
5.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. Eight points of damage.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's got to go.
All right. Yeah, you swing at him. Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
Dave, prior to this initiative roll, Torbin would like to try to intimidate the owlbear.
Hell yeah.
Give him a big scream and see what that gets for him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Nice initiative roll, at least.
Okay. What'd you get for your con check, Andy?
Do I add my level to that?
Yes.
16.
Okay. Yep. All right. You try to intimidate this owl bear. And then what do you want to do for your turn?
He's gonna try to slash him again with his long sword.
Okay.
Does 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
It
kind of steps away with you with Goldie in its hands as you take a swing and you miss it. Vamrid, it is your turn.
I'm going to have to hit it again. Or at least I'm going to have to hope to hit it again. So it doesn't rip Goldie apart. Honest mistake. Oh, shit. Nope.
Oh, no.
I was so proud of my first hit, I just kind of looked at the sword while I was swinging it, and that's not the way to fight. Apparently.
That's really
You gotta
nice.
keep your eye on the target. Osric,
Oh, man.
it looks like it's your turn next.
2, 3. I move up to where I can see this thing and say, "Let go of my bodyguard!" And I shoot a magic missile at it.
Okay.
4. Max damage, 5 points damage.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The thing, you hit it, it blasts it, it staggers backwards and it drops Goldie to the ground.
Yeah.
As a result, and it moves. Let's see. It is going to take a couple of swings at Vamrid, who has hit it. First claw attack, Vamrid. That is a miss with a 7. Second claw attack. That is a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 6 points of damage as it slashes at you with a claw. Kandor, it's your turn.
Kandor sees Goldie, from his vantage point, sees Goldie kind of drop to the ground, or get dropped to the ground from something. So he's just going to kind of move up to here. And if she's, I don't know if she's in a sitting position or she's not standing, is she?
She's not down, is she? She's still.
No.
Yeah.
No,
she just got,
She hit points.
she just got dropped to the ground. She just got dropped to the ground. She's bleeding out of her sides for sure, but yeah, she's on the ground.
I'm just gonna come up then up to where I am right now in the owl bear and just kind of funny that we say that, and just kind of tell Goldie, I'm right here. You got this. Go get him.
Hey, Goldie, it's your turn.
Inspirational.
Yeah, Goldie is ignoring the blood flying out of her sides, and she will then take another swing with her hammer.
Okay.
Just aiming for the... Oh, no, that's not going to hit. That's 10. That's 11.
That misses as well. Yeah, you it's hard to swing your hammer. You've been hit pretty hard. You're kind of old as well. All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Don't forget to add. By the way, the spell bless lasts for 2 minutes total, and it has a range of 50 feet, so it was plenty.
Oh, nice, perfect.
It was within range. That's better. Okay. Where's my owlbear? Where's Kandor?
All right, so it looks like the owlbear's on top of the initiative here, so he is going to. He's not swinging at Torbin. He's swinging at Vamrid. First claw attack. Yeah, that's going to hit with an 18. That's going to be 2 points of damage. Second attack on Vamrid. That's a 15. 15 doesn't hit you, does it?
15 hits.
15 hits. Shit. Okay, so it does 5 points of damage. So it grabs you with its claws, similar to what it did to Goldie, lifts you up in the air, and because it successfully got you, it's going to do the crushing grasp. For 9 more points of damage. Vamrid, it is your turn. You would be wise to try to get the hell out of this thing's grasp with a strength save. There's really not much else you can do. You're kind of immobilized at this point.
Well, then that's what I'll do.
All right.
Get off of me, you big ugly thing. Shit.
Oh, no.
+1 for the bless?
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's not quite enough to get out of this thing, as it has got its claws impaled in you, and you are just gouts of blood rolling down onto the floor. Kandor, you got some more words of encouragement?
No, Kandor, yeah, sees this. He sees what just happened. Vamware just got basically,
gutted.
And I'm just going to be like, no, not on my watch. And I'm just going to step right around everyone, just kind of like literally like, and shield right up. And I'm just going to, because this thing's got him kind of like a bear hug, right? So I'm just going to come right around his backside. I'm just going to come right around his backside and just give him a good old whack-a-doodle with the good old Vilius's father's longsword. I don't know if there's any. I'm just going to tell you what my total is, and if you can add whatever if there is to add. Okay. That is a 13, 14, 15, 16.
That hits.
Plus whatever. Okay. Damage is 1d8 plus 1. That's 5 plus 1 is 6 points of damage.
Nice. You come racing around as Vamrid is held in the air, his little dwarven body just spraying blood all over the place. Goldie trying to swing her hammer and missing. Torbin just intimidating the shit out of this thing. And you run it through right in the backs. You just right into it, and Vamrid, the tip of the longsword comes out and almost hits you as you look down and just sort of like move out of the way ever so slightly. This thing, you feel the release as it starts to release you from its claws, Vamrid. You drop to the ground, and this thing goes down.
Woo! Kandor just looks at everybody and says something like, what is it? You guys beat the crap out of it. It's my job to finish it, apparently.
Coming in and clutch again, Kandor. Well done.
It's a very nice sword. What were you going to say, Dave?
It's been a while since I've seen one of these things.
What the heck?
What is it?
What is that thing?
It sounded so cute, you guys. I had no idea.
What is it? I don't get out much.
What?
Can I tell where it was hiding?
Yeah.
I mean, Torbin, you would know this is an owlbear. You may have seen these before. Hard to say, but you certainly know what it is. What was the question, Goldie?
Well, I think Osric said he wanted to see where he was hiding, and I was also going to do the same thing.
All right. Yeah, that's when you hear, as you start to explore the space, you hear another chirping sound.
What was that?
That's not good.
Seems to be coming from this dilapidated, cluttered stairway.
Could it have a baby?
I don't know, but Vamrid looks really bad. I'm gonna run over to Vamrid.
Torbin, does that sound like
bleeding
an
out?
alpha?
So is Goldie. Goldie and Vamrid are bleeding out right now. Bandages
Goldie's-
and healing spells would be appropriate.
Yeah.
Goldie's pulling out a bandage for herself, but also taking a protective stance next to Osric.
Yeah, can Torbin see anything up in that direction? He's going to move up just a little bit, get a little closer.
From that distance, you can't see anything, but you definitely can tell that the sound is coming from these stairs. There's a bunch of rubble, broken rock, and in parts of the ceiling joists from above. It looks impassable, but you can hear that sound. Like a gentle chirp.
All right. With his buckler out and longsword out, he's gonna kind of creep a little closer, see if he can see like up the stairwell. You said it went up or down?
It used to go up to another floor above. There's no basement here, as I mentioned before, but there is it is a stairway up, but it's not passable. It just looks like there's a bunch of debris in there right now. And as you get closer, you can see something in the shadows moving.
What
up in this area here. It's getting louder.
Could you get that, Torbin?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I think it might be a little one.
Oh,
Was there
well,
anything visibly wrong with the big one? Did Torbin notice anything off about it?
I mean, you didn't really inspect it, but it certainly seemed capable when it attacked you and your friends.
Yeah.
I'd like to do an autopsy on it.
Didn't give us a chance.
Osric,
I'm
you
gonna-
could take
I'm
a
gonna-
look at it if you'd like and give me an intelligence check, please.
I'm gonna cut it open, inspect its gizzards, and see what it's eaten recently.
I'm just
Okay.
like holding my lunch in while I give
wisdom?
Hammered a healing spell.
Intelligence.
Intelligence, 19.
19. Okay, so you're literally cutting it open.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So you get to work on that. It's going to take you a little bit of time. What is Torbin doing?
Torbin will kind of just start sneaking around, trying to peer up there, see if he can see what it is.
Okay. As you get closer, you see something poke its head out.
Oh boy. Yeah, there's a little cub up here.
Hmm.
And then it
Is
kind
he
of
like-
like disappears and it's hiding from you basically.
You're like, tame that thing?
What is Goldie's bandaging herself? Goldie, do you want to make an intelligence or
Goldie
wisdom
thought
check?
she had a.
Oh, you don't have a bandage.
She thought she had a bandage, but she does not have a bandage.
Yeah, I'll be
All right.
right
Shit.
there. I'll be right there, Goldie. I'm casting Cure Light Wounds on Vamrid.
To be
Okay.
clear, she has one bandage, but it's gonna go on it.
Am I rolling for this? This isn't automatic, right? Because we're not.
You have to roll for it. Yep.
Okay, so I'll make sure. All right, so Vamrid, roll the dice. I'm going to use one of my specials to add one to it.
Okay.
Nice, and I rolled max, so you get 9 points of health back.
Nice. All right.
And then once that's done, I'm going to run over to Goldie, next turn.
Okay. Yeah. Vamrid, you get bandaged up. What do you want to do while you're kind of getting to your feet here?
Well, I mean, after I'm healed, because I was just kind of laying in a fetal position. I was trying to put the blood back in.
Rocking back and forth.
Actually, the spell that I cast, because of the power, like I said last game, which was it kind of gives you that electric shock. So it's kind of like it jolted you out of your fetal position.
Oh yeah. I'll hop up at that point. Whoa! Hey there.
That's all I got.
All right. Osric, you are cutting this thing open. What was your roll again?
19.
19.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, great. So you somehow you know how to do an autopsy on this owlbear effectively enough to be able to see a couple of things as you're, kind of like moving some of the fur and feathers out of the way to get in and do the cutting into the crop. You can see that it was previously wounded. It looks like it had taken some hits from bladed weapons, unclear what type, but recent, which maybe sort of
within 3
was
5
helpful
days.
was helpful for you and your companions, certainly. Yeah, very recent. It possibly infected, but you cut open the gizzard and you can see that there's a bunch of digested meat and chunks, well, not digested, but chunks of meat that have been torn. With that roll, I would say you can see that there is amongst the unidentifiable chunks, there are a couple of digits, a couple of fingers, maybe a foot.
It looks like it gave as well as it got. This might have been some of our grave robbers. I don't know.
Kandor is still holding his guts in. He's going to make a constitution check. I failed. I rolled a 3.
Are those fingers?
Kandor throws up.
Yeah, they're fingers. Oh, hey.
Any rings or anything? Like, can we tell who these people are?
Anything identifying on them?
Do they have a wallet?
A wallet?
Yeah, they need their wallet.
It's rolled a owlbear.
Yeah, you don't see anything that's identifiable. But as you start to look around the space, you can see that there's a cache of flesh that is near the floorboards or underneath the floorboards or tucked away in this like nesting material here, and it looks like there's an arm that is a forearm that seems to be intact and stuffed in amongst bones and other things.
So let me extrapolate, and you guys let me know if this sounds right. As I'm sort of digging in and looking around, going, these grave robbers dug up the graves, came to the house, encountered this thing. It ate one of them, and the rest ran away.
That sounds about right.
One or two.
At my
One or two.
All right. I think I'm gonna try to get this thing down. It feels weird to leave it up there.
You think we can like raise it ourselves?
Yeah, man.
What would Torbin think of that?
Give me an intelligence check, Torbin.
Torbin, if anybody can do it, you, my man.
Be a great bodyguard for the Gavort Fort.
Sure.
9.
9?
Yeah.
You would probably know that trying to tame a wild animal is likely to get somebody hurt.
We do that every day. Get hurt every day.
Maybe you could sell.
Osric, as you and your companions look closer, you can see that the arm that seems to be tucked in amongst the cached foodstuffs happens to have some markings on it that at first look like gnawing marks on the skin, but upon closer inspection, it looks to be a tattoo.
What's the tattoo of? Do I recognize it?
Give me an intelligence check.
I got those pretty good. Let's see.
Better not be Rona's tattoo.
Better not be. 15.
Well, it's not on a thigh, so that's one good point. Yep. Sorry, what'd you get, Osric?
What did I say? 15? 15.
15 on an intelligence check.
No.
Yeah, you recognize it. You've been around Diamond Lake long enough to recognize and remember that there was a mine owner, a disliked and unpopular owner named Garavin Vest. And Garavin Vest would tattoo his hands, his workers, with this symbol. And you also know that this symbol let's see, how should I put this? The symbol is something that is identifiable because it is also the symbol that is tattooed on the forehead of Cullen, the half-orc gang leader that hangs out in town and causes trouble.
So this is Vest's What's his name? What was his name again? Vest.
Garavin Vest.
Garavin Vest. This is his sign, and this might be one of his men.
One of his people.
Yeah, he tattoos them for some reason. He's a mine owner.
Yeah, he's known to associate with gangs or something.
Yeah, he is. What the hell are they doing digging up the land, family?
I don't know.
Torbin's gonna walk over and grab some non-arm meat from the pile and go back to the bottom of the stairs and just try to coax the little guy down the stairs with the meat.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check, and I'm gonna give you a bonus on this one, a +2 bonus.
Right.
In addition to your other stuff.
Meat bonus.
That's 15 plus whatever you said 2.
Yep.
So a total of 17.
17 total. Does that include your level?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 17 total. Yeah, you sort of like, crouch down with the meat in your hand, and this thing starts making a little bit of a ruckus, chirping a little bit louder, and it starts to move closer to you. And it bites at the meat that you're holding out to it, and tries to pull it out of your hand.
So I'll give like a little bit of resistance just to kind of like make it little, not too easy, and then I'll let it go.
Okay. It's sort of like gets pulled a little bit towards you and then pulls back, and it kind of goes back up into the debris, and you can see it like, and it starts just tearing at it and just eating it with this little cute little clawed owlbear forearms, and
I think he likes me.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna cast a first aid spell on Goldie. It's 1 to 2 hit points back. I'm gonna make a wisdom roll.
Torbin, if you want to field dress this thing, there's plenty of meat here too. As I point to the dead mother.
Yeah, I don't know how much time we have, but that might take a while. It's pretty big. I think I'm gonna take the claws though.
It's a good idea.
Maybe some of the larger kind of good-looking feathers might fetch some coin. I don't know.
I bet if you get that little youngling over there, you could probably sell it to someone in town, I'm sure.
Torbin will grab
it. Great in the Gavort fort over the fireplace.
Torbin will grab another little piece of meat and like kind of try to lure the little guy out again.
He doesn't even need to be lured. He comes right out to you.
There you go. Don't snatch. He'll give him a little bit more.
Starts tugging on it.
Looks like you've made a friend, Torbin.
I mean, having a baby owlbear on your side is not the worst thing.
It's pretty cool.
No.
I don't think we're gonna get hurt. Let's just let him grow up with us.
What's the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that could happen?
I mean, it could grow into that thing. But
make him a nice cage.
I think by then we'll like distance ourselves from it. You know what I mean?
Catch and release.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was gonna cast first aid on Goldie to see if I could heal 1 to 2 hit points.
Do it.
So
do it.
That's 17, 18, 19 total on the wisdom roll to see if anything.
So it's got to mean 2 hit points, right?
Yeah, how do you roll 1 to 2 hit points? Just any die divided by 2?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. D8, 6 divided by 2 is 3, but I guess it would be 1 or 2, so it would be. Wow. What am I doing?
Just roll a d4. 1 and 2 is 1, and 3 and 4 is 2.
I got you.
Let's do that.
You. All right, so I rolled a 2. So.
Okay. So you get 1 hit point back. And you rolled also a wisdom check?
Yeah, I got a total of 19 on a wisdom check.
So you get 2 hit points, whoever that was for.
Goldie.
2 total. Got it.
I handed her a bunch of actual clean and nice bandages. I gave her like 5.
Oh, 5.
So with the investigation of the place, you have this little owl bear cub that is eating out of Torbin's hands right now. It looks pretty emaciated. You've done a bit of a rough necropsy on this creature and identified that it had probably killed at least 1 human in recent days, which would be supported by the fact that you found a forearm with a tattoo of Garavan Vest's logo, which you recognize from town. Garavan Vest, of course, having, as you would probably know, Osric and maybe Torbin, maybe Goldie, that Garavan Vest had his mining operation went under for some reason. Unclear maybe why.
Osric, you seem to know. It was Osric that knew about all this, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it might be possible that this gentleman who has this symbol might know about this whole bury me thing and free him? Maybe he's already gotten a deal, or maybe he just knows about it and is stealing the bones.
I don't know why he would be stealing these bones. I mean, he doesn't have the bones. We have the bones.
Right. No, but this guy apparently has his family's bones. Maybe he's going to try to bargain with them or something.
No, I don't think it would work that way. They've either moved on or they haven't. Unless he knows.
Either way, we need those bones.
You don't want to mess with the ghost.
Don't we just want to bury Alistair's bones and just say we did it? And
we just bury him in that.
I mean, isn't family like a concept anyways? It's conceptual. The headstones are there, so technically his family is there, right? It's like, it works in my mind.
That's what we should say.
That's exactly right, yes. But
family is there.
That wasn't part of our deal. But regardless, there's been a grave robbery here, and that's not legal. So I'm gonna tell the constable, and then we're gonna blacklist him at the Temple of Ouijas. He's not getting buried. Not in our boneyard.
Yeah, what did you say? Something about this half-orc who leads some gang or something that is friends with this guy?
He's got the symbol of Garavan Vest. He must be his muscle.
Well, you know that Garavan Vest is no longer a player in town.
Is he dead?
As I mentioned, yeah, he well, it's unclear what happened to him, but let's just say he was forced out of town. Best you remember.
And yet these guys
are mining operation went under.
Or actually, you know what? You would probably know he did die within the last year. He died, and he is buried in the boneyard.
I buried him.
Oh,
yep. But he had been out of business for years.
Huh? Why are they still wearing his symbol? That's so.
It's a tattoo.
Well, it's a tattoo.
I mean, you can't take it all.
Tattoos are forever, aren't they?
Well, they could have been altered, but maybe they just didn't get around to it yet. They formed some other kind of allegiance.
Maybe that's why that
each other.
Yeah, but that still doesn't answer why someone will come and take the bones.
No.
Yeah, one of his. I mean, they're clearly.
We're missing something.
They're clearly without a job.
We're missing something. Yeah. Are we going to have to?
Well, they had to know.
It's like if you get real old, you just can't undo it. It's a tattoo.
Just like age. What?
It's weird how that just keeps coming up right now. Not into it.
So what do you think we should do, Osric? Should we bury these bones and then test our theory and go back to that room of spheres?
Yes, I think we need to do that. But are you? I look at Vambert and Goldie. Are you okay to travel, or do we need to rest another night?
I mean, if nothing happens, yeah, we're fine.
Well, something's going to happen in the cairn. We know this. It's always
I'm not the miracle worker. I did my best. I've only got a few hit points of healing left in me.
I think you're kind of more our fighter than our healer. You did a great job healing, but I mean, do you want to just like put on some armor and call it a day?
You're going to come in clutch at the end there.
Yeah,
we could celebrate something because, that was the first time I've ever used an actual sword in actual combat. It's always been training with dummies.
You should try to do it like a little more often.
This is the first time I used this sword, and I just killed it. But I've been swinging with the warhammer forever, and I can't even hit it.
Well,
let's just go to the Dwarf fort and sleep it off.
Barones is with you. I guess.
We have some. Didn't we find some healing potions?
Yeah, we have a bandolier of 3.
Oh.
Now.
I have one myself too.
So if we want to use those
for emergencies,
I've got them right here.
Let's do the job. And
yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm good for now. You guys could take it if you need it.
Yeah, if you need one. Bamred, Goldie.
How much of a hurry are we in? Like,
I don't know. We should start digging
right now.
I don't know. I think we need to get back to the cairn as quickly as possible once we bury the bones. We can hold off on burying the bones for a bit.
We could either do that, or some of us, me and Bamrid for sure, can chug a potion.
Why don't we heal up for a night? I'll tell my temple what's gone on here, and we'll inform the authorities. And then in the morning we'll head to the cairn. We'll bury the bones first thing again, and in the cairn.
This has happened like 3 days ago. I mean, they went back through town already, but we were still there if they went back to town.
If they need to be quiet about this too. We don't want anyone to know that we killed this thing up here, because we don't want anyone to know that we were also on that property.
I was here on official business. Thank you.
You're investigating a grave robbery.
Well, it's my job to bury the dead. Oh, we have a dead. I was going to bury him in his plot.
Bamrid, as a bard who knows the town fairly well, you would probably know and recognize this tattoo as well, and you would know this individual that Osric mentioned, this half-orc. He is unmistakable. Not only does he have a tattoo on his face, but he's an albino half-orc. So his skin is very pale. His eyes are pinkish in coloration. And you know that he and his crew hang out at a place in town that is rough. It goes by the name of the Feral Dog.
I am curious as to why. Why would they do this?
Well, Colin's got to know something about it, right?
I wouldn't want to get involved.
And I think Osric, you're intelligent enough to know that, to recall that Alstor asked you to bury his bones with his family's bones.
Oh.
No.
So are those bones gone? Like, did they take the bones and everything?
There's nothing in the graves.
Yep.
Oh my God, this thing.
Wait, all of the graves were emptied?
Or his family, yes.
So we have to find those bones.
They didn't even fill in the dirt. They didn't even care to hide it.
No,
they probably got. You know what? They probably got disturbed by the creature.
Well,
maybe.
they didn't.
Although they walked
in, but they probably didn't think that they'd leave one of their members behind in this side of a owlbear.
Nope, and that gave us the clue.
Guessing that wasn't part of their plan.
Guessing that no one's been up here in a long time anyways, that they wouldn't think anyone would even notice.
Why would they? Do I think these guys could be selling the bones maybe to necromancer or something to that effect? I mean, what's the market for bones out there?
Well, you know that not very long ago, probably within the last couple of years, there were a couple of grave robberies at the Boneyard. That was nipped in the bud, so to speak, as the cult of Ouija sort of tightened security and did a little bit better job of keeping track of things, maybe posting a night watch kind of thing. I think, yeah, I mean, anything could have happened. They could be using the bones for a variety of different things, but that's certainly a possibility.
Why was, did we talk, why is Alistar, why was he the only one that was in the Whispering Cairn?
He ran away, he told you, and was trying to make it rich and find a way to help his family. At that same time, the Red Death was sweeping through the region, and he was not there when his father had died previously, but when his siblings and his mother died, he was not there, and that was part of the guilt that he was carrying with him. When you spoke with him, he mentioned that.
Okay.
Dude, nobody knew that we were coming out here, right?
Nope.
Well,
This place is
did you make a toast or anything about it?
We're blabbing it all over the bar or something.
Not this time.
We gotta go bury this guy's boat. Okay.
So there's two things we need to figure out. A, where these bones went, and maybe secondary is why they were taken in the first place.
I feel like that might all come together. We gotta find Cullen.
Otherwise, you're not getting it
Feral
wrong.
dog. We can beat the shit out of them and probably get the bones back.
We need those bones if we're gonna fulfill our contract. The dead don't take lightly to.
I say we go back to the barn and rest up, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
A
it's
little bit.
right now. It's like mid-morning.
Yeah.
Right. But what's he
Still
want
early.
to do?
Well, we can find out where this comes.
You did sustain some serious injuries for sure.
Yeah.
but you
Maybe if
also-
we follow
did
the
some
tracks
magical
back
healing.
to town, we might have an idea of where they went.
Oh, I think we know where they hang out, but.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go
it wouldn't
back
be
to
a.
town.
Sorry, go ahead, Goldie.
We gotta go back to town and punch Cullen in the nuts. Is what I'm
So
saying.
we're gonna go clubbing.
Do you know? Does Goldie know who Cullen is?
Rival bar.
I feel like I don't know. I mean, I don't know if like her and Zambroni would have been fighting him ever. If like we would have done group rumbles or anything like that.
Not
know
against
who he
Cullen.
is, though, right?
You wouldn't have fought
No.
Cullen.
Okay.
Cullen
then
is
I
way
probably
above
wouldn't.
you guys on the pecking order of
I have
slime balls.
I've probably heard of him then, but that's it.
Yeah, he's
I
a
have my-
badass.
I have Cullen under my companions, rivals, allies, quests, etc. section of my sheet.
Mhm.
That must be rival.
What is it? What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't remember putting it
Oh,
there.
well, it's right there. Gang
Yeah.
leader
The guy
who
you
hangs out at
fought.
the feral dog. Really bad
Yeah.
And they
dude.
went to jail.
Yeah, I know he runs that gang out of the feral dog. I don't mess with those guys too much.
Have you seen his eyes?
We don't like hang
I
out
don't
in the
like-
same circles.
Well, how are we gonna get in there and talk
Yeah, he's
to him?
pretty unique looking.
I mean, unless they've got the bones in there, maybe they're waiting for a buyer. Maybe they've left with the bones elsewhere, I can't imagine what they'd want with the bones themselves. So they've got to have a third party
There's
involved.
got to be something we're missing. There's something. It's a piece of information we're not knowing.
Well, we won't know until
Specifically,
we.
Why walk 20 minutes out of town for bones when they can just go right to your graveyard and break in?
We won't know until we. Well, first,
Why are we
we're not
going to
getting
say
into the
we
bone.
want?
The boneyard is
Power of Ouijas. The power of Ouijas. I understand.
since I began there digging. The boneyard has 0 instances of grave robbery. Thank you. But there's got to be a reason, and I think the only reason the way we can find out is either interrogate Cullen or maybe observe and see if anybody comes and goes that shouldn't be there.
I like that idea. We could go undercover.
Would
Or
it help?
both.
Would it help you, Torbin, to intimidate them if you threw that arm down with the tattoos on it?
Oh, yeah.
If you're like,
Oh yeah.
give us the bones or we're kicking your ass.
This one can chew on it while on our way over there, too.
Sure.
A little guy.
That's
A little leaf
Kinda
man.
gross. I was thinking about getting them some deer or
Well,
something.
and there were some fingers too, right? Let's grab anything that's whole. Let's do it.
I don't know if we want to start a fight with Cullen right away. He's bad news from what I hear.
So observation then, you think?
I think
A
so.
little reconnaissance?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm down. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Torbin, I can pickle that for you, so it'll smell after a while. Just
Preservatives.
we'll
All right.
discuss.
So it sounds like you guys are going to head back to town, rest for a couple of hours, and
Yep.
then in the evening when things pick up, at the Feral Dog as after the sun sets and things start to pick up. Go check out the Feral Dog and see what you can find out. And with that, I think what we'll do is we will take a quick break, and then we will come back and we'll pick up at the Feral Dog. So, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Just as a quick reminder, we do have a giveaway. We're giving away 2 $10 gift cards to the Troll Lord Games website. Go ahead and type !drawing to get in on that juicy action. Your odds are really good. There's 3 people entered right now. So, your odds are looking real good if you enter to win. !drawing to get in on it. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We'll see you shortly. Bye. All right, so guys, as we dive back in, we do have the lingering question about what you're going to do with the owlbear cub. Are you going to leave it there, or what are you going to do?
I really want to keep it, guys.
I think you should sell it.
I want to keep it too.
There's another option that some of you would probably think of fairly quickly, is that there's the Emporium in town, which is a bit of a hall of strange, oddities, things that are meant to titillate and perhaps strike terror in those who might view it. There is a bit of I would say, a sense of like a museum, a sense of a fun house, but it's called Zalamandra's Emporium. It's in the main square, gallery of science kind of vibes to it. It's unlikely that any of you have ever been inside, but you would know that they do have strange things that are there, like a wild man, a misshapen contortionist. You've heard rumors of a magician that can start themselves on fire.
They got a petting
fortune tellers.
That's easy.
And a 2-headed calf. Things of this nature.
Well, you might be able to get a pretty penny for him.
Yeah, but he'd be treated horribly, probably.
Do you think they stuff him and just mount him on the wall or something?
I doubt it. He's a baby.
Big, maybe put them in the petting zoo for sycophants. I don't know.
They'd probably stuff him when he gets bigger. I mean, he's not very impressive right now.
Yeah.
You could always break him out in a couple of years,
Or you can just let him be with you. I mean, he's yours now, Torbin.
Yeah, it's like having. Yeah, do you want?
I'm obviously the mama bear now.
What if we get into a fight and he wanders off, or she? We don't know if it's a boy or girl, right?
No,
I haven't checked.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
What should we?
We need to keep it somewhere then. Your place, Torbin, or the barn, until we get back to the Gavort Fort.
It needs to be in a place that can't get out.
It's the plan to go and
wreck my barn.
He's just a little guy who was hiding in a hole.
He pretty much destroyed both myself and Vamrid, so...
Well, his father did.
That was the mom. That was the mother. Yeah.
His kind.
Yeah, Yeah, he's got a little bit of growing up to do before he can do that kind of damage.
Yeah, you might keep that place clean of mice.
I mean, the worst he'll do is poop all over the place. But
Well, we'll tie him up and we'll put him in the barn. That's fine.
All right.
Put the leash on.
Just for the night.
hopefully he's one of those owlbear cubs that eats his own poop.
Yeah,
Clean up after
self-cleaning.
himself. Yes.
Lock him up, put the leash on him until it goes only so far.
Torbin's gonna pack up some of the gross meat.
Yeah, you're gonna need to babysit him, okay, Torbin?
I think when I get into town, I'm gonna get him some like venison or something, though. This is just in case.
Yeah, okay. We'll make sure he stays fed.
You mean?
So what do we do next? Are we going to chill for a while?
I think we need to recuperate a little bit, and then tonight go by the what was it called? The feral dog?
Yes.
Feral dog.
So you're gonna to answer the question, you are going to take the owlbear with you,
Yeah.
and you are going to take it
If
to the
he fall-
barn,
yeah.
and you are going to tie him up in the barn and give him some of the shredded flesh that you found at the land farmhouse.
Torbin will stop somewhere in town and buy like a leg of deer,
Oh, okay.
Is there a butcher?
All right.
Is there a butcher?
like a leg of venison. Or
Oh,
something.
absolutely. There's a butcher in town.
Yep.
It'll cost you 6 gold pieces.
The people treats are free.
Torbin, don't you know how to like shoot deer and stuff like out in the wild?
Yeah,
Why
I
don't you do
know,
that
but
instead?
everybody wants to go to find the bones right away. So
No, there's no rush now that we know we need to wait until the evening. You can always. The mother is still there. That meat's just gonna go bad.
No, really.
Kandor's just gonna walk over to Torbin and hand him like half the. Once he gets there, hand him half the cost of the of whatever food he's getting for it. I just kind of make a comment saying, "It's commendable what you're doing by taking this beast, but remember that even bottled lightning will hurt you at some point.
yeah, I think if anything, I'll just set them loose up by the Gavort border.
Let them get older a bit. Yeah.
If
But
it
anyways,
takes
here
too much-
I hand him 3 gold. That almost.
All right, you go to the butcher, Milos, who you know fairly well. You've probably sold him some meat in the past, and he kind of looks at you, and he'll give you a bit of a deal. He'll give you a full leg of venison for 4 gold pieces.
All right.
Just
You know,
remember
buy some
this.
sausage.
Remember this when you come by selling your game next time. All right.
All right, for sure.
Have you got any cured sausage?
Of course. How much do you need?
Just a snack. It's really good. So, a length.
He cuts off some cured venison meat
Well, even better.
and lays it out on the table. He says, 6 silver.
Oh, that's a deal. Okay, thank you. And I'm just gonna wrap it up. I got like a waxy paper. If he doesn't have that, wrap it up, put it into my belt pouch.
You could probably get 2 rations out of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so you take the owlbear and your procured venison shank back to the barn.
Yeah.
And presumably you've got some rope that you tie this little guy up with.
Mhm.
I mean, on a lead, I imagine, so he can sort of move
Yeah.
around a little bit.
And one of the smaller enclosures where you can't just how they pen in horses and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in one of the paddocks there. Okay, great. So you take care of that. The day goes by, and we're gonna fast forward a little bit as darkness falls on the town of Diamond Lake, and you guys find yourselves standing in front of the feral dog. Now, Vamrid maybe has been here before, probably has been inside. I don't know if the rest of you have been inside this place before, but it is a very rough place. It's a busy, rundown ale hall. There's shouting and there's cavorting going on inside. It's kind of considered one of the one of the sleazier sort of taverns, but in the main square, which is a little bit of a juxtaposition given, the Church of St. Cuthbert, for example, that's next door. Lazaire's house, which is on the other side of it. The Emporium, which is across the square. There's a lot of activity in here. And I would say probably Vamrid would be the one that knows that it's run by a half-elf ex-gladiator type from the Free City named Tavik Hargrove. He is a no-nonsense badass who runs the place, and they run all kinds of things in here. There's gambling, there's knife throwing contests, there's dog fights, there's all kinds of stuff that goes on here. A lot of it ends up in fisticuffs quite often because of the clientele here. Travelers that are passing through, maybe every so often a couple of cocky soldiers from the garrison show up to sort of throw their weight around, but by and large the place is sort of quote unquote run by this albino half-orc and his crew, Cullen and his crew, and like any other night that you may have or may have not been here, it is packed to the gills. People are celebrating whatever it is they're celebrating or commiserating about whatever it is they're commiserating about. One thing and many of you may have heard, is that the ale is sour, but it's not really the ale that you come here for. It's the games, the gambling, the contacts, the information. Maybe if you're looking for a fight, this would be the place to go. Now, there are criminals of all sorts in here, some up and coming, some who have maybe hit their peak and are on their way down. But as I mentioned, the king badass, as far as most people are concerned, is this albino half-orc named Cullen. You have heard stories about conflicts breaking out all the time, especially during the dog fights when the betting gets really aggressive and contentious, even violent. It's not uncommon for a knife to be drawn. There have been reportedly a few deaths, although the local constable and his men seem to give the feral dog a wide berth for one reason or another. There is a garbage pit out back that's said to hold all sorts of disgusting things, not the least of which might be the corpses of individuals. These are rumors that maybe you've heard as kids, you know what I mean, being in this town, that sort of thing. But here you stand out in front of the feral dog.
So what's the play here? How are we going to get these remains back? I mean,
that's a good question.
Just hope they got him sitting out on the floor somewhere.
Kandor is just looking at the place, and he's literally like, this idea is great in theory, but I'm terrified.
I mean, this place is not my usual haunt.
I guess you have to look tough, huh?
I've always wanted to come here.
Of course you have, Goldie.
I'm just like looking at her, like looking like are you sure?
Yeah, just act like you know where you're going all the time. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Try to avoid doing this.
Yeah, keep your mouth closed and keep your brow furrowed.
Yeah.
Furrowed.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
As you say that, Goldie, as you give that advice, the door to the feral dog bursts open, and you see this man sort of backpedaling outside. And Vamrid, you recognize the owner, Tavik Hargrove, reaches up, grabs this guy by the lapel, and takes this shillelagh and just cracks him on the head. And he goes tumbling down the stairs and just kind of lands in a heap at you, sort of like by where you're standing. And then the door slams shut, and the revelry continues inside.
Oh, I pat the guy down.
Is he unconscious?
No, he's not unconscious, but he's bleeding from a massive head wound, and he's sort of like a bit delirious, but he's not unconscious. You pat him down. He's got a dagger. Yeah, he's got a dagger on him. He seems to have. Okay, you're gonna rob him. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
To distract him while he's being robbed, I'm gonna put a bandage.
He doesn't need a distraction, but you can bandage him. Yeah.
I'll put a bandage on his wound.
Oh,
These
okay.
bandages have that symbol of erroneous when it's all done.
Give me a bandage roll. He has a coin purse on him, and he's got a what appears to be a small locket on a chain
30.
around his neck. What'd you get?
If I'm adding my level to dirty 20.
Okay. Yep. So you provide him with 2 points of healing.
Dave, does Torbin recognize the guy that got thrown out by any chance?
No, unlikely.
All right.
And he doesn't have any visible tattoos or anything like that with that symbol from Vest's crew.
All right, I guess we could just go in and see what we see, right? I mean,
All right, remember what I said, you guys. Let's go.
I mean, I'm wondering if any of his crew maybe got hurt in the attack. I mean, obviously one of them got eaten, but
Does he have any tattoos on this guy?
No, not visible
Not
that you can
this one.
see. Vamner, are you gonna rob him? Are you gonna take all of his stuff, the locket on the chain around his neck and the coin purse?
Yep.
Okay.
remember getting into character for the feral dog.
Yep. Pretty much.
I suppose we should go in and just get a lay of the land. I would imagine they've got quarters or something upstairs, downstairs. That's probably where they'd keep whatever they pilfered if they haven't already sold it or given it to whoever hired them.
I'm willing to go in right behind Goldie. Yeah.
Suppose we
Seems
should
like-
look to see if anyone's got any bandages on them too. You know, like that might be telling.
Yeah.
Based on the map, there's like some trees behind the building. I'll pick the guy up and just kind of throw him back there. Yep.
Sleep it off in the backyard.
Pretty much.
I think his name was Wilhelm.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go in first.
Goldie, does this place have a cover like Lazarus? Because we can't afford Lazarus.
I don't think I know.
They probably don't cook
Remember-
as good though, right?
No, they probably don't.
I've heard those steaks are nice.
I doubt there's a cover. I mean, the cover is just to look surly, right? If we look like we fit in,
Have you been here?
Goldie
before?
smooth down her gray hair.
I've been here before. We'll be fine. Just look tough.
Oh,
Yeah, when
okay.
you walk in, don't ask if there's a cover because then you'll know that they're.
I squint awkwardly and furrow my brow.
That's great.
All right, I think I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, you push the door open and walk in, and you see what you might expect. There are people everywhere. There are a couple of bar wenches that are ferrying flagons of sour-smelling ale to patrons. There are variety of different side conversations going on, games of chance taking place. There is in the back room, there's an area where you can hear the twang of knives digging into what appears to be some sort of like a dartboard as there's a knife contest going on. And it is packed on this night as you walk in. Nobody really takes notice of you as you step inside.
Cover's holding.
Yeah.
I put my coin purse inside of my my coat
Fair.
in the front.
I'm gonna channel what I think the public thinks of necromancers. So I'm gonna like suck in my cheeks. Try to look as more gaunt than I do already.
Yeah.
Give the evil eye if anybody stares at me. All right, do we find a place to sit?
Yeah, let's get some drinks.
Yeah.
See,
We got to blend. We're here to drink. We're here to play some games, right? That's what we're here for. Really.
Sure. I'm gonna observe, see if I can see Colin or anybody with that tattoo.
Or bandaged people.
Or
Yeah, somebody that's injured.
It's been a couple of days, so
All right, so the five of you slide into a table that seems to be just freshly vacated, and you sit down and you start waiting for one of the bar wenches to come by. You look around. Everybody give me a wisdom check.
Is that barbecue sauce or blood?
12.
All right, I'll go ahead
9.
and I'll go around and ask you guys instead of
Oh,
shouting
sorry.
them out because it's easier for me. Goldie, what'd you get? You got a 9.
9.
On a wisdom. Okay.
Yep.
Kandor, what'd you get?
18 prime.
Okay. Yep. And Osric, what'd you get?
18 also.
Okay. Torbin
12.
and Vamrid.
16.
Hell yeah.
16. Okay. So Kandor and Osric, as you look around, and Vamrid too, you definitely see Cullen standing. He is, head and shoulder above everyone else. He is very, very distinctly an albino. He is huge, and he is over by the dart throwing boards with an entourage of people. All of them are doing shots of some spirit and carrying on. He's not talking to any of the people. He's just sort of like standing, and they're all sort of around him having conversations and maybe trying to talk to him. And that's when a young server comes up, and Goldie, you would know who this is. Actually, it's Della. You've met her before. She's she once let's see. I would say that she is someone that you've interacted with before. She maybe worked at the Come On In for a while, possibly, and she sees you and says, "Goldie, what are you doing
Della.
here?"
We're just here to have a drink and maybe play a game or two. Just a change of pace from the Come On In.
This place is dangerous.
Yeah, we know.
All right. Well, what'll it be? What do you want?
Well, I think probably just your cheap, basic sour ale will do all of us.
All right. That'll be a gold piece for the lot of you. I'll be right back. She slips off into the crowd. A couple minutes later, she comes back and she sets 5 flagons of what appears to be flat beer that has a very sour aroma to it. Sets it down for you. Gold.
It is pretty rough here. Is anyone have you seen anyone injured lately? Like even just showing up injured or just getting in fights here?
People are injured all the time here, honey. I don't know what you're getting at, but just look around. I mean, they all look like they just got their ass kicked somehow. And in fact, you don't all look too good either.
He's got a point here.
Thank you very much. And
that's
by the way,
what I meant.
You don't look so good yourself, Goldie. What? Did you just something new with your hair? What's with the gray?
It's a combo of the lighting and a bad makeup day. I didn't sleep very good last night either. Clearly, yeah.
Meanwhile, these guys are all covered in blood and cuts. I'm completely clean.
Well, good for you. All right. Is there anything else I can help you with? Good.
No.
All right. She zips off and she's working her ass off right now.
She's a hard worker, but she's also kind of a bitch. Don't tell her I said that.
That was a good one.
I think you're getting the vibe of this place, Goldie. Good. Yeah.
So the big guy over there is the guy you want to stay away from?
The big guy, yeah. One of his crew.
Don't everybody stare at one time.
No, I'm not even looking. I'm terrified. I'm like...
I'm
holding my beer. It's fizzing, even though it's a flat beer.
I'm squinting so hard so you can't tell which way I'm looking.
Yeah.
We gotta get with some of these guys.
Do we see any of them going upstairs, downstairs, anything like that from where we are?
No, not from what you can tell. There are, maybe a dozen tables in this place. There is, as I mentioned, along one of the walls, an area where people are throwing darts, kind of over by where Cullen and his crew are hanging out. A long bar with bar stools it's just filled. It's like 3 people deep at the bar. There are a couple of doors that lead off into other parts of the feral dog that you're not clear where they go, and there is a stairway that leads. You can see that there's a stairway that looks like it leads down. But yeah, other than that, it's just like just a raucous fucking bar. A lot of crazy shit going on. People arm wrestling, people, gambling and like getting up and throwing their cards down and, shouting at each other and doing shots and all the good stuff.
Why do they have to be so loud? It's the loudest place I've ever been.
What? Do we see anyone with any of those tattoos on? Let's just start kind of moving through. Like, I'll pick up my drink and walk around a little bit.
Well, or if we sit kind of like at a table, I can look over one guy's shoulder. You know.
Goldie, as you're walking around, you are so short compared to everything else that's going on in this bar that all you see is people's big bellies. You can see, and butts and bellies is what you're seeing. Yeah.
Bloodstains on the pants, maybe?
I mean, maybe. I will say this, for those of you that aren't halflings and are sitting at the table right now, you can see that there is a giant albino half-orc with a tattoo on his face.
He's got a crew that's hanging out. Try to identify the people that seem to be his crew.
How many?
Yeah. How many? Who they are?
There's probably standing with him. There's 5 people that look to be serious. You know, like they're kind of like keeping an eye on things. You know, the rest of the group that's around him is like drinking and carrying on, and there's some women over there that are like hanging on him, but Cullen's not really paying any attention to him, even though they're like, you know, they've got their arms around him and stuff. And every once in a while, one of his serious guys comes up and sort of like moves the women away from him. There's a couple guys that come up and like try to talk to him, and he just kind of like looks over their head across the room. Just sort of keeping an eye on things. Then he goes back and he pulls out. You can see that he goes and it turns into like a dagger throwing contest. And there's like some gambling going on. People are exchanging. Maybe there's a bookie over there that's taking bets. Yeah, that's about it.
So, while all that's going on, you get that spectacle over there by Cullen. Kandor is actually looking in like almost like the opposite direction. Mm-hmm. Now I'm looking for someone who's there, who's really suddenly like, you know, the brain kind of starts like weeding out people that are moving, and I'm looking for people that aren't really moving much and aren't really engaging much, like someone who's like one of his people that's there as like an eye to look around, who's kind of dip their drink, you know what I mean? But they just don't match up with everybody else.
That's associated with Cullen?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking for anyone who's like not really like I said, you kind of gloss your eyes over it. You kind of like fade out everyone who's actually moving and animated. And I'm looking for that person that's really not doing anything.
But specifically with over in Cullen's posse?
No, the other side, like
the other direction.
Like he's the attraction, right? I'm looking like on the other side, like he's the attraction. I'm looking for someone who's not going to be noticed. You know?
Yeah, you look around and you can see that there's a dwarven fellow that's sitting at a table by himself, and he's just sitting there with 2 empty flagons in front of him and another one in his hand, and he just takes a big frothy sip of this ale, and he's got it all over his beard. You know, the suds are all over his mustache, and he just kind of licks them and sucks them into his mouth. I'm doing the whole
narration to Osric. I mean, I'm like describing it and describing where he is. But there's that one person, 1 table, right. 1 person, 2 drinks.
Take note. Dwarf. Okay.
Dwarf with beers.
Dwarf with beer.
That seems suspicious.
Never seen that before.
You look around the room as well, and you can see that there's another guy sitting over at another table, facing you. He's with some other people, and they're facing towards him, and he's just sort of looking almost with like a dead stare. You may or may not you probably don't recognize him, Kandor, based on your sort of background and everything, but he's got this kind of crooked sort of, not even a grin, but just when his mouth is closed and he's got resting bitch face, it's just like his mouth is like at an angle, and he's got this broken nose. He looks like a badass.
I just nod my head and tip my glass to him. If we make eye contact as I'm kind of glancing around, I'll just kind of.
You think that you make eye contact with him and you do the like nod, but there's no response, and you're just like, oh shit, maybe he didn't see me.
He's noted away. He's who knows? He could be a player. We don't know. But I do definitely kind of describe and point out to Osric and anyone else who's at the table with me, the gentleman, the dwarf.
Does anybody else look over there?
Sure.
Yeah, Osric, as you turn and kind of peer over at this fella, you can see that he kind of turns and looks down at the ground, and then he reaches down. You can see he's messing with something, and then he like sits back up and just sort of like dead stares back into the crowd.
That guy's acting kind of weird.
Yeah, that's why I've noticed it.
I'm going to get up and sort of walk in that general direction with my drink, just sort of nonchalant, and try to put eyes on whatever he was messing with.
Okay. Yeah, you walk over nonchalant. What does nonchalant? What does nonchalant look like for Osric?
Over.
Remember, I'm sucking in.
Yep.
Trying to look as necromancery as I can, and I'm just sort of walking not at him, but sort of in his general direction,
putting out some necromantic vibes.
Yeah, like if you touch me, you might, die, or something.
All right, give me a charisma check.
All right.
I am watching him the whole time he's walking over there. I'm like, oh boy, if I could visibly facepalm, but I'm afraid to even do that in this place.
That is a 13.
What's
13 on a charisma check? All right, you feel, you know what? You're feeling pretty good right now. You feel like you're looking kind of tough. A couple people bump into you and you spill your beer all over the front of your shirt, but you shake it off and you keep walking. And as you walk over by this individual who's just sort of like this broad-shouldered, sunburned face, crooked nose, like I said, and this sort of like angled mouth, you look down and you can see that there's a big like hound dog that's sitting down at his feet. And he sort of like leans down and just gives it some scritches on the head and then kind of sits back up and looks dead stare past these two companions that have their backs faced to you, and they seem to be talking. They're, gesticulating and having a conversation, but he seems to be in his own vibe.
Is he staring like towards the door or somewhere, like waiting for somebody, or is he just sort of?
You kind of look to see what he's looking at, and it's unclear if it's maybe one of the ladies of the night that seems to be working the crowd, or maybe it's somebody else. It's hard to say.
I will skirt by his table and make my way. Maybe I'll just do a circuit and come back to the table.
Okay.
See if I see anything else. No.
Torbin, I would say that as you're looking around, you see a familiar face in the crowd who is at the bar and has just gotten an ale and like turns around to walk back to wherever they're sitting, and you see an individual as Fester Trollump, who is the taxidermist. Yep.
Fester Trollump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Torbin will get up and go over to try to talk to him.
Yeah, you kind of intercept him as he's walking away from the bar. And,
hey, well, how you doing? And he's going to be drinking his gross
Torbin,
beer.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. I just figured I'd come check it out.
Boy, this place isn't for the likes of you.
Well, I like to try new things every now and then.
Suit yourself, but watch your back.
I've heard that before about this place.
Yeah, you've heard
it. Something I don't.
Did you listen to it?
To be honest, that's not my strong suit.
Yeah, like father, like son, I suppose.
I kind of like trying
how's
it
your
out
pa
first.
doing? How's your dad doing?
Well, he's kind of the same, He kind of does his thing.
That drunk asshole.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a few days, to be honest.
Next time you see him, tell him to stop by the shop. We got something for him.
Will do. Yeah. So what are you up to tonight?
Just drowning my sorrows, drinking. Trying to see if my fortunes will change. But they never do.
Have you ever won any money at these tables before?
A little bit here and there, but mostly lose. These tables aren't designed for winning.
Yeah, I got a feeling about that. How about that knife throwing though? That looks interesting.
Yeah, interesting and dangerous, but yeah.
What's dangerous about it? Just looks like they're
thrown in the air by drunks. I don't know. It sounds dangerous to me.
Yeah, I suppose. Got a point there.
Look, you need something?
No, I'm good. I'm just.
You sure?
I guess. I don't know. A lot of people here, I guess.
Did you come in here alone?
No, I got some friends, but they've all kind of scattered. I don't know where they did.
Yeah.
Why you want to come sit with us?
Maybe for a minute. Sure.
Oh, okay. We're right over here.
All right. This guy is scarecrow thin. He's got stitched hides, sort of like, like buckskin pants kind of vibes. He's kind of like one of those guys, kind of like Torbin and his dad, who live off the land. And he does work for folks in town, taxidermy and things of that nature. He's a known ranger, so he does some guiding for hunting and that sort of thing. People from the Free City still come to this area to do some hunting of like bighorn sheep, kind of big game type stuff, and he'll make a little bit of money off of that. But he comes over and sits down at the table just about the same time that Osric is coming back to the table. Let me pause there for a minute. What is Vamrid doing?
Going over to talk to Cullen.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right. We'll come back to that in a second. What is Goldie? Is you're sort of as you're watching people's bellies and butts. What do you want to do?
I've got my eye on the dagger tossing. I'm kind of standing over there in that area, like looking for a potential in. I'm not inserting myself in a conversation, but if I'm noticed and asked, I'm right there. So I'm kind of just trying to be seen.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You're not the easiest person to see in a place like this.
13.
13. Okay, yeah, you get pushed and kind of bumped. Your beverage kind of sloshes a little bit, sort of spills on the front of your shirt. Someone kind of looks down and just goes, "Huh," and then sort of walks on as they kind of bump into you. But you find yourself sort of edging your way into sort of like the periphery of Cullen's sort of entourage, as it looks like some people are starting to throw some coin down on the table for what appears to be a challenge of a knife throwing. Yeah. Vamrid, as you walk over similar, you accidentally bump into Goldie, who you don't see, and then you sort of like find yourself at the edge of this entourage. What are you going to try to do as you get there?
I'm going to try to get his attention, hopefully throwing that coin purse down.
Okay. Hopefully, or you are going to do it?
Well, I'm doing it. I'm hoping to get his attention. I'm doing it.
Gotcha. So you slam the coin purse down on the table, and a couple of different eyes kind of look down at you and kind of turn towards you with some interest. Let's see.
Don't forget to squint.
There's approximately, I don't think you looked inside the coin purse, did you? Or did you take stock of it? No. Okay.
No.
It's not a super heavy coin purse, but it makes a good sound as it hits the table. A couple of different folks turn to you. Cullen's not one of them. He just sort of standing there, just sort of looking out. One of the guys says, "What are you looking to get in on this action?"
Oh, I'm looking for some bones, all right.
Does that mean you're gonna throw daggers? What is?
Yes, it does.
Fair enough. Get in line, pal. The line's right here, by the way.
Okay.
Your goalie standing.
All right, so you get in line, and eventually you can. There's people in front of you who are going up against each other, throwing daggers, and eventually you get, it's your turn basically, and the guy turns back. He says, "All right, 3 rounds of daggers. You got this. What are you wagering? All of that?"
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you got?
Nice.
You pour out the coins.
Yep.
There's about 7 gold pieces worth of assorted coins in there. All kind, copper, silver, maybe a gold or 2. Adds up to 7. 7. All right. Anybody want that action? Colin looks down at you and says, I'll take it. I'll take that action. Everybody sort of like backs off. You fancy yourself as a bit of a knife, man. Is that true? What's your name?
Well, the name's Vamrid. Yeah, I fancy myself as a bit of a knife, man. I mean, I found some body parts recently that I had to lay down the log on a creature. So I think I can be all right here. Very interesting body parts I found, too.
That's really fucking interesting. But this is a knife throwing contest.
Oh, I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get after it then. And so basically what happens at this point is these daggers come out. They are house-provided daggers. And they set them down, 1 and 2 of them, one for you and one for Cullen. He takes 7 gold pieces and stacks them in a nice, neat stack next to your pile of assorted coins. And he says, Challenger goes first. Have at it. One of the guys comes and he says, all right, look, there's 3 rounds, okay? So each person gets to throw 1 per round, and we go through round 1, 2, and 3. Gets progressively more difficult as we go. You got that? All right. Here's the line. You see there's a line painted on the floor. There's a target on the far wall. Not too far away, 25 feet or so. And they are concentric rings. Round 1 is just getting inside the rings. So what I need you to do is make a ranged attack roll. And you're trying to meet or beat an AC 12.
All right. No.
Okay, so you missed the thing, and everybody just starts fucking laughing. And Goldie, everybody around you is just fucking chuckling as Vamrid misses the target. Can I ask, is Goldie laughing?
Goldie
well?
is laughing, yes. Goldie's trying to be tough, so she's laughing at Vamrid with all the other toughs.
Yeah. Give me a charisma check, Goldie.
Okay.
Hey, what's
1.
up, Kayla? Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you very, very much. A 1?
So, +2 for my level, -1 for my charisma, so that's a 2.
Okay, 2 total. Wow, natural 1. So as you start laughing, you choke on your beer, and you kind of like cough it up again, on drenching yourself with beer.
I wipe my face and I'm thankful for how short I am. Nobody saw that.
Fair. All right, so Cullen steps up and he says, better luck next time, pal. And he's going to take a shot. And that is a 14 on the die, +5, so that's 19. He hits it within the ring, and he looks down at you and says, too bad. One of his buddies just scoops the coins right off the table. You want to try again?
I do.
Lay it down.
I put 10 gold down.
People are like, holy shit. Like, everybody's like, what? And he kind of looks at you and says, gutsy. What is it again? What's your name?
Vamrid.
You might be a terrible dagger thrower, but you're also stupid. But I like you. He says, after you. He puts his 10 gold down in a perfect stack right next to yours. This is round 2.
Gary Con die.
So this one is this is the inner ring. So the AC to hit is a 15 now.
I'm gonna use my my hero point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I rolled the same thing.
Oh no! You missed the board altogether.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! People just start fucking chuckling, and Cullen just looks down at you and just shakes his head. You better stop while you're losing all your coin.
Triple or nothing.
One of his guys scoops it all off, and then he looks around. Anyone else as dumb as this guy?
Me. Comes from the floor.
Looking around, like, who said that?
I got a handful. I've got 5 gold coins in my hand, and I'm holding it up.
As you hold it up, you feel people pushing you forward. Like, there's people behind you, Goldie, that are, like, pushing you towards Cullen.
Can I crowd surf towards them?
They don't lift you up, but they're kind of, like, pushing you into the crowd, and you kind of, like, come out of the crowd and look around, and then you look up, and there's this massive albino half-orc that just kind of looks down at you and says, Well. Let's do it. This is gonna be a profitable night for me, boys. And everybody's like, yeah, Cullen's the best.
Then I say, says you. Give me that dagger.
Sets it down on the table. There's 2 daggers, one for you, one for him. And he just says, challenger goes first. So it's an armor class 12 to hit the ring. This is round 1.
Can I get a stool? Okay, that's a no.
Oh God!
It was not a 1.
You throw the dagger, and what was the roll? What'd you roll?
The roll was a 2.
Oh shit! Yeah, it hits the floor. It's like when you throw a dagger and it bounces off and hits the floor.
Dress rehearsal.
I was hoping to hit somebody in the crowd.
He scoops. No, nobody's dumb enough to stand over there. He scoops one of his guys scoops your 5 gold off the table.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I seeing this?
I mean, you can see all of this going on across the other side of the bar. Absolutely. You might not be able to see Goldie, but you saw Vamrid, and you can see Cullen and the crew and people laughing as your companions unfortunately miss their target.
I'm gonna get up and walk in that direction.
Okay. I'm going to lean over to Torbin and his friend and say, "Hey, Torbin, by the sound of the laughter over there, I think your investors are losing their money.
They better be careful. I mean, we haven't earned that much yet."
Oh no!
I'm going to get up and go over to where they are. Make my way through the crowd.
Takes money to make money, right, Goldie?
I'm staying.
All right, so go ahead.
I was just going to say, everybody is paying attention to what's going on over there. I see that Vamrid has done poorly and Goldie is not doing so well. And if she goes again, I'm going to ready to cast Mage Hand to help her out if I can.
Goldie, are you without that knowledge, because you would not know that he was going to do that?
That's what I'm trying to. I have enough to do it again and again. I kind of want to impress Cullen, honestly, because he's bad.
You're on your way.
How many more times could you fail?
1 step forward, 5 steps back. Yeah, I will pull out another 5. Slap it down on the table.
People are just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Some guy's like, "You should quit while you're ahead."
What's good advice?
I'll judge when I'm ahead.
All right, you put 5 gold down, and Cullen just shakes his head and looks at you. He's like, "You sure about this?"
Yes. Never been more sure. Give me that dagger.
My guest. He puts 5 gold down. Go ahead.
Okay, what am I rolling?
The AC is 15 for this one.
Okay, and this is a unarmed attack, or
no? This is a ranged attack.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 12. I've got a +2 for my bonus to hit. It's 14.
You got a special?
Am I blessed or anything? Oh!
You have a special?
No. I have, no, darn it. No, I didn't call it ahead either. No, so I guess not. That's a 14.
Okay. He's going to throw his dagger. Yeah, I rolled a 15, so plus his 5 is a dirty 20. He hits it right in the bullseye, and again, one of his guys just scoops the coins off the table. He says, "All right, I'm done taking the money from children. All right." And he kind of backs off, and some other people come up and start wagering on bets to throw daggers, and he kind of goes back and stands up against the wall, and his guys are sort of like standing there, and he just looks mean, even though he just won like 20 gold. He looks pissed. But you get the sense that that's just kind of how he always looks.
That's the look I emulate.
Hey, Goldie. At least there's one good thing that happened.
Where's that voice
He thinks you're
coming
young. He thinks you're young. He called you a kid.
from? Oh, well, he probably doesn't have very good eyesight. Let's just be honest.
Meanwhile, back at the table, Torbin, you're standing there, sitting there with Fester, Trollump, and he's just kind of like looking at you. You're looking at him. He's looking at you.
I got a little story for you. Get a load of this. All right. So I'm out there checking my traps. You know, it's one of those days where I get out there, check the traps, and then I realize, I forgot all the bait back at home. So I end up having to like fish for like an hour, 2 hours, to fill these empty traps that I found.
All been there. We've all been there. Yep.
It's one of those days, right? Couldn't walk all the way home. Anyways, I'm walking. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna check out over here. I haven't been out there in ages. I come across this abandoned house, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like looking around. I'm like, who lived out here? I don't even know, So I'm just crossing the yard. I see the biggest damn owlbear I've ever seen in my life.
Get out of here.
I mean, I haven't seen one in ages, but this one looked like it wanted to tear my head off. I got out of there. I don't know if it chased me for a little while. I didn't even look back. I just ran as hard as I could.
You made a smart move there. Yeah, that thing would have torn you limb from limb if it would have caught you. Those things are mean, Torbin. Real mean.
You hear anything about like owlbears around here? Like messing with anybody? Sure. What'd you hear?
Sure. There's owlbears around. I mean, they're not abundant like they used to be, but sometimes people come up from the Free City and they want to hunt an owlbear. I don't know. But they don't necessarily come in and mess with anybody or anything like that. Is that what you're getting at, Torbin?
I don't know, man. When I looked at it, I could have sworn I saw it drop an arm out of its mouth.
No shit. Where was this?
What direction was it in? Like west of town,
east.
Did you say? East. Oh, it was out east of town a little ways. That's why I figured someone would have heard about it, because like somebody, I think it got somebody.
It was in somebody's house?
No, it was like in the yard. It's kind of around it. Like
the best thing you can do in those situations is just stay out of their way. Sounds to me like if somebody got in its way, it didn't like it too much.
That's what I did. But this other guy wasn't so lucky.
I guess not.
You haven't heard anything about anybody getting
I don't pay attention to any of that shit, but if you're really concerned about it, you ought to report it to the constable. They might go out and do an investigation or something, or maybe ask around about anybody who's been missing. They'll tell you what, people go missing all the time around here. It ain't that uncommon. Especially here, boy. That's why I'm concerned that you're even in this place, man.
Wait, they go missing from in here? Like they come here and they're not seen again? Kind of thing.
You didn't hear it from me, but yeah. You just be careful, all right? If you're poking around here with your friends over there, I mean, that's one of your buddies over there right now. He points over to where all the hullabaloo is happening with the dagger throwing.
Oh, hell.
And you get yourself into trouble.
But
yeah, I suppose you're right.
One thing.
What?
What I just from looking around, after all that crap happened with with the half-orc guy, what I've seen, if I was just glancing around the room, what I've noticed this guy pointing over at our table, from our table.
Sure, if you looked over there, you'd probably see him pointing.
I'm going to kind of like, look at my glass like it's empty. I'm going to head back to the table, kind of go up to Torbin. If they're still talking to each other, I'm just going to be like, oh, what are you doing? Tell that story again about finding that arm with that tattoo on it?
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but yeah.
You didn't say anything about a tattoo.
Well, I mean, I didn't get a good look at it personally, but some of the people I was with did.
Look, I know you guys are young, but digging around in other people's business around here, that can get you into some serious trouble. Mind your own business and keep your head down. Try to stay on the right side of the law. Don't hang out in places like this. Your dad would be concerned if he knew you were here, Torbin. He finishes his beer and he gets up. He says, "Nice to meet you." He looks at you, Kandor. "Nice to meet you." And he walks off.
Yeah.
Get anything out of him?
No, he didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention the dug up graves. That was a little too far, but I thought maybe the tattoo might jolt them.
Well,
He seemed to be.
I just figured if someone got eaten by an owlbear, like, even if you're like part of a gang, like, you're gonna talk about that, right? Like,
yeah,
these guys don't seem too bright.
Well, maybe the guy that they lost.
You would think like word would get around at some point, right?
Yeah, maybe the guy that they got lost. You send someone out to do the dirty work. You don't send your lieutenants. You send the guys trying to make a name.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like the guys that went with them and they ran off. They obviously saw what happened to them. There was chunks of him all over the place.
There's got to be something here. I'm looking around for like where Goldie and Osric, but Vanward's, they're still over there.
Yeah, let's pause this conversation for a second. Let's go over to the rest of the crew. Osric, what are you doing right now?
Debating, looking in the direction that I saw Goldie last. Do I see her in the crowd?
Yeah, you probably see her sort of like her head bobbing up a little bit as she's trying to like look around and see what's going on, take stock of the situation.
She needs a pole with a flag on it.
If I catch her her eye, I'll sort of motion back towards the table and make my way back over there.
Okay, we'll go to Goldie next then. Goldie, you probably see Osric kind of catch your gaze for a second. What do you want to do? What are you doing?
I think when Colin's not looking at me, I'll give him kind of one of these. And then I will go back to where Osric is.
Okay.
Having just unloaded 10 gold.
Yeah. Vanward, how about you?
That hurts.
Back to the table.
Okay. So there you are. The five of you can reconvene back at the table.
Our first foray wasn't successful, I take it.
How much gold did you guys win?
I look at Goldie and Vanward and Torbin. I said, Torbin, they've got that horse disease. Look, they got long faces now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wait, how much did you lose? Oh, that bad?
Kandor like looks in his belt pouch. He's like shaking it.
I don't know.
Really trying to oppress Colin. I feel like I did the opposite.
You guys hear anything about like somebody getting eaten by an owlbear by any chance?
No.
They're not that. I see three avenues for us. We either try to sneak into where they stay, which is probably the most dangerous outlet, or we approach Cullen and tell him what we have, that we know what he did, and show him the proof. Or we approach the constable and tell him that we know who did what we know.
I look over Osric's shoulder at that dwarf that was sitting by himself at the table. Is he still there?
Yeah.
They've committed a crime and we know who it was.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If we just go over there asking for bones, he knows he's got something on us, right? And so he'll just like keep jacking up the price until we can't afford it.
Well,
or ask us to do something shady for him to get it.
Well, they took them for a reason. This is not the sort of thing you just do on a whim. It's not. There's not a lot of money in bones unless you have the exact contacts.
Right, and Osric has the bones that we were going to bury, and he, like he said before, that he has a legal obligation to honor his request. We don't have to tell anyone what we get out of it. We're just doing the right thing.
I mean, I could tell him that we could do it the legal way and tell the constable, and then come and tell him that we know he has the bones and I need to reinter them because that's my job. But
beat us up if we do that.
He seems like the kind of guy that would not react kindly to that.
I literally pull out my book of Erroneous's codes and I'm just flipping through for any loophole. And I'm like,
I don't know if the constable has enough muscle to take on Cullen and his men.
Yeah, I'm not so sure we can threaten this guy with the law. You know what I mean?
I mean, they're still pretty busy. I don't hate the idea of like sneaking around a little bit. There's you know,
they do look pretty
there.
Distracted right now.
But we don't know where their rooms are.
We don't know anything about that.
Does your friend?
Della?
What's downstairs?
My friend?
Della?
Yeah. Della, does she know anything about this place? I mean, give her a couple of gold to keep her mouth shut.
Well, I just spent a bunch of my gold.
Oh.
For no reason.
I will give her a couple gold.
I mean, I'm not saying we have to, but I'm just thinking there might be an idea, like, was there a room that you're not allowed to go in? That's usually the rooms that you want to go in, right?
I got an idea.
Well, okay, what's that?
I'll wave her over.
She gives you a nod, and a couple minutes later, she comes over. Another round? What do you need?
Hey, listen. I have kind of taken a liking to Cullen, if you know what I mean. Where does he stay? And I slide the couple gold that Osric just gave me over to her. You know what I mean? I mean, between us, he's not too bad, right? Where's he sleep?
He will straight up murder you. She looks down at the gold and she says,
but you know.
She kind of reaches for the gold and she's like,
it's yours. Where does he sleep?
She's like, Goldie, you've always been good to me.
Yeah. There's no reason not to.
I'm not going
to
take your money. I think you should stay away from that trouble over there. I don't know where he stays. They don't stay here. And she says, do you want a round?
I look at her and I hand another gold over and I say, is there any room in this place you're not allowed to go in that would not be just your typical office?
She takes your gold. And she says, no, I work here, so I kind of need to go kind of everywhere to do my job.
Right, but is there a room that like, you know, is off limits, you know, kind of like every place has one gold. I hand her one more gold.
She takes it, puts it in her pocket. I don't know if we have one of those places. If we do, I don't know where it is.
Like, she's definitely your friend, Goldie.
What's downstairs? They got more gaming tables downstairs?
Downstairs.
Yeah, we see? Yeah.
Yeah, you can barely make out that there's a stairway behind the bar that goes downstairs. I mean, yeah, there's some gambling and games that go on down there.
Like a VIP room or something? Can we get down there? What do we got to do?
I mean, I don't think you want to go down there.
I think we could be the judge of that, Della.
We're going to die.
Suit yourself.
Appreciate your care for our safety, but I think we know what we can handle.
Okay. So no beers then?
Oh no, we'll take another round of beers, thanks.
Yeah, I think Kandor already paid you for a round of beers.
Nice try. Skinny bones. Gold piece, and she goes off and gets you another round.
Okay. So,
I don't like your friend.
Della already gave us the information.
She doesn't want any trouble.
we got what we needed from her, yeah.
They don't stay
Much
here.
as she had.
How likely is your friend to tell someone that we're asking about this place?
I don't think that she would ask, or she would tell. I don't think so. No.
I knew I should have cast snow alignment.
She's worked with me before. We did a lot of long nights of washing a lot of dirty dishes. So, there's a bonding process that happens with that.
She might be a bitch, but she's all right.
Yeah.
She can be a bitch, yeah, but
No.
she's...
She's 2 gold pieces richer.
I think we need to know where they stay. They don't stay here. So
maybe we should stake out the place tonight, and when they leave to go home, we'll see where they go.
yes.
We need to make sure the place isn't being watched by somebody else anyways. They might keep an eye on this. If this is their hideout, they're going to have lookouts.
I don't know if this is their hideout. This is where they hang.
No, it's where they hang, I guess, yeah.
Their hideout is somewhere else. No.
What if they hang out in the old mine?
Well, then we'll know if we follow them.
What was nearby when we walked in? What were the buildings again?
I mean, you were in the
Anything of
town. You were in the town square, so it would have been like the Church of St. Cuthbert, the General Store, Tidwoad's, the Emporium, Lazaire's, the Hungry Gar, which is like a seafood restaurant type of joint.
I was just wondering if there's any buildings that were easy to get into and stay and have a view of the place.
We can hang out in the backyard with the drunk guy.
I mean,
Is
we
he
might
still back
even be
there?
ourselves at that point. Probably not good for stakeout, but
Well, we can either stay here until it closes or be one of the few last to go out and pretend that we're really drunk and then wait till they leave and follow them.
Vamra would be able to inform you that this place really doesn't close.
No.
it would look
Okay.
bad if we left right after they did too. So we should already be out there.
I think we
we
should
should
be outside.
pass.
I think we finish this round and make our way outside and loiter about until they leave.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
is that the plan?
We could take our
Yeah.
time. I vomit easily. I just think about what happened earlier today with that owl up there.
Don't think about that. Don't think about that.
When that sour beer does not help.
You don't have to
Turn away.
Can I get a water, please, for this one?
We make beer like this at the temple, but it's actually beer we make, and it was the end product we wanted. This is an accident.
You don't have any of those like wafers you guys carry, do you? In your pocket? Just why don't you eat one of those?
I look around for like a piece of jerky. I like a piece of. Oh, and I pull a sausage out, and I get my knife, and I just keep the sausage.
The fuck was that? Was that Bubba? Damn, Bubba. So Osric, you would know better than to order water at a place like this. Water is not healthy. That's why people are drinking beer.
Yeah.
It was for Kandor.
No, the water will make you very sick.
Let's wait outside. Finish my swill and go outside.
I can purify it if you really want a glass of water.
No, as I said, it was for you.
I think it was for you, yeah.
All right, so you guys, someone mark off a gold because she is charging you for the beer.
Torbin.
And then you guys finish up. Is everybody going to go outside and kind of hang out in the square? Okay.
Yeah.
Loiter in a drunk type fashion, as incognito as possible.
I tell on the way out. I tell Goldie, you can keep the 2 gold pieces.
Oh, thanks, Osric. Okay,
Yes, I could do.
pocket it.
All right, so you guys all go outside into the night air, and it's God knows what time it is. But the revelry continues on for hours inside the place. People come and go. People get thrown out. People stagger back in, get thrown out again. You can see a couple of additional individuals that have the tattoo on their, not on their face, but like on their exposed arms. 2 of them walk in at some point. You kind of note as they walk by, they look like just your general toughs, gang toughs. They go inside, and the 5 of you are hanging out outside, and at one point you feel a presence behind you as you're kind of in the shadows. And you look over, Osric, and it's like, and you recognize it's Percy. He's like, "Hey, what's going on, guys? What are you doing here? Where's Rona? Is Rona around?"
Hi, Percy. She's right behind you.
Huh?
Oh, I'm kidding.
Nice one, Osric. God, you guys are something else. You weren't inside the feral dog, were you? You went in there?
We were.
Yeah, we went and checked it out.
Whoa. That place must be real dangerous.
Yeah, we
my
left.
first, probably last time.
Dangerous for the purse.
Who are you?
I'm Percy. Who are you?
This is Percy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Kandor. I'm a cleric of Heronius here, over on the west side of town.
Oh, sure. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I haven't seen Rona around for a while. Is she's still rolling with you?
She does. She has taken up a bit of a semi-residence at the Temple of Heronius.
Yes.
What?
It's true.
That's what I said too.
The woman of their friend. Yes, I've seen
really
her
funny.
in conference
That's
with
really funny.
Vilius. Yeah, she's been in conference with the elders.
It's
Maybe she'll come around and she won't give me such a hard time all the time. He starts kind of like scratching, almost like inadvertent, sort of like a fidgety scratching his arms. This guy's dirty. This is a young kid, maybe about 10 years old. You guys ran into him a while back when he was providing you with some information about Jarek.
Yep. Percy.
Yeah.
Would you happen to know anything about? I described the symbol, the tattoo. Men who wear that symbol.
You mean like Kellen?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Him and his crew. Do you happen to know where they stay?
I mean, they're usually here at night. I mean, I don't keep tabs on them or nothing. I'm not going to get myself into a sticky situation. I mean, there's some bad dudes. I think last I heard they were, working on something for Balbar Smink.
Balbar Smink. Who's that?
Well, you would know that name. He is one of the mine owners.
Okay.
Hey,
Is he a different mine? Like a running mine?
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yep,
Okay.
he's one of the elite in town. He owns probably a couple of mines. He also is the guy who essentially put
Them out of business?
he basically put that other guy out of business.
Mhm. Okay.
You know what makes
what the hell is that guy's name?
Gavin Vest.
Yeah, Vest. He put Vest out of business
You
and
know
basically acquired all of Vest's
his crew.
assets and crew. This was years ago.
Interesting indeed. You know who makes tireless workers?
What do you mean?
Necromancers.
hey,
What? Are you guys
this is
trying to
gonna-
scare me? Come on.
No way, man. Hey, this is gonna sound like a crazy question, but have you heard of anybody getting like hurt by an owl bear lately, by any chance?
An owl bear? Are you guys messing with me? Come on. You're just trying to scare me with this undead and owl bears?
I look at him and say, "Hey, listen, you don't know me, but if I'm a cleric of Heronius, I'm an honorable man and follow the law. I'm going to be really honest with you about something. Do you know anything about people that recently have been
Kandor, let's not be too long.
stealing bones? And do you know why anyone would steal a bone?
I mean, if somebody was going to steal bones, you'd want to talk to Osric. He's He's the one that
right.
works at the boneyard. I don't know. I just saw you over here. I thought I'd come and say hi and see if you saw Rona.
And Osric would say,
"Are you okay? Is that
not?
Is there something I could do for you? I got salves. Are you okay? Or is that a nervous itch?"
He's like, salves?
I'm like,
I've got a couple ointments I've just recently come across too. So if you need something, that I can hook you up.
Really? You do that?
For pain. Yeah.
He pulls up his shirt and he's got like probably best described as like scabies, like a rash on his torso. And
you have the salves. I have the bandages.
I stepped way back.
This is all you, Kandor. I back off too.
That's out of my wheelhouse as well. Sorry.
I basically, because these bandages have like, these are special bandages to begin with, that's why the bandages. But I'm like, well, if you don't mind, then I like, up to whatever, sure. And I literally like put, these bandages on with like, they come with a little bit of ointment, a little bit of a cleansing kind of, a little bit of water, a little bit of holy water on there, a little, kind of saying things to Heronius as I'm doing it, wrapping them up. I know it only says like, you can only use one bandage on it, but like for the purpose of like this healing one little bit, I go overkill. I just kind of like wrap them up, like comfortable.
It's a little tight. It's a little tight.
All right. I go back a bit. I loosen it up. I tuck it in. I go, there, you're good. You're good.
It feels kind of soothing.
By the way, I put 4 silver pieces in the bandages. Don't get them until you feel better.
Whoa. Thanks. What'd you say your name was?
I'm Kandor.
Kandor, thank you. You're really kind. Why are you rolling with these guys?
I was actually assigned to keep them out of trouble, but it's very difficult.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
But anyways, if you do hear of anyone, even talking about people like digging up, the beloved dead, come find one of us. It would be really appreciated.
So tell you what, swing by the barn at the Welcome Inn every night, say around 8 p.m. If we're there and we have a job for you, then we'll talk. If not, then be about your business and go about your night. Does that sound like a deal?
Sounds like a deal. Hey, he starts backing away. You know that tattoo you were asking about?
Yes.
There it is right there. And he just turns around and bolts into the darkness. And you guys all turn and you watch as Kellen is stepping down the stairs of the bar into the night, and he pulls out a pipe and he packs up a pipe and he leans up against the side of the feral dog, and he starts puffing on the pipe.
I have suspicion that this mine owner is up to no good, and the answer doesn't lie with this guy. I think the answer lies with that mine owner and the mine itself.
You're in the shadows, right?
Gonna get our ass kicked if we follow this guy home.
Right.
Yeah. Either that or we grab one of them and beat it out of them.
Well, but Colin's right there.
But do
Maybe
we
not him.
We imagine that we know where this mine owner lives and where the mine is.
Maybe.
Yes.
I mean, I think you would know where the house of this guy is. It's an estate. I mean, it is a walled, guarded estate.
Do we know where the mine is located?
Maybe it'd be easy enough to figure out. Might have to ask around a little bit. He's got a couple of different claims that he's working.
So the bones are either at the estate or at the mine already. It's been a couple days.
They wouldn't still keep them at their house.
Maybe not. Depends.
Unless they go straight to the mine.
If I think what is happening, then either this mine owner is more than he seems, or he's hired somebody to do the dirty work for him.
That is one theory, and that's a very good theory, but what if it's something else and they have the bones still at their house?
Whose house?
I don't know, like Cullen's or one of these others. They got them stashed somewhere.
Yeah,
maybe they're going to go visit the bones right now.
Maybe we can wait around and follow Cullen, but I don't know if it's a good idea to be breaking into his room. Or we can just follow him and see if he's made a deal. But I would suspect that it's been more than 3 days since this happened. I would suspect that he got them forthwith to his master. And his master either has them currently or has already done what he was going to do with them. So the estate might be our best bet.
Meanwhile, you look over and Cullen is just leaning up, just kind of gazing up, pulling on a pipe. Nice blaze of the sweet leaf illuminating his albino face with the tattoo inscribed across his forehead and across his nose.
Should we talk to him?
About what?
And say what?
Kandor just looks at Torbin with his terrified look on his face. This is as close as I want to get ever.
He's all by himself. Maybe
he's more dangerous that way.
Maybe just ask.
Ask him about what?
Torbin, a man like that is never alone.
But that even if he was alone, if you ask him, then he'll know what we know. We don't necessarily want him knowing what we know.
Not until we have leverage.
We don't want him to know that we know that he knows.
Not until Not until at least I've reached the 5th circle of arcane.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
Oh yeah, you got a point there. All right.
Okay, well then we're done here tonight, I think. Right?
So. I think so. I think maybe the most we could do is scout out the estate and get some shut-eye.
Sleep late.
Or the mine. I mean, I would rather hide a bunch of bones at the mine than my house.
What?
But if you're doing what you think they're doing, maybe they've got something in the basement. I don't know.
Why would they take these bones? What do they know?
Workers.
I suspect that he's having them animated and putting them to work.
What?
You don't have to pay the dead.
Did this guy own
outsourcing?
Did he own the mine that Kandor's father worked at?
No, that was the Dowerstone mine, I believe.
Right, Dowerstone, right. Yeah, Dowerstone mine. I just didn't know if he was connected to that. But,
all right, if you guys think we should go check him out, we should go check it out.
What do you think, Bamred?
Bamred kind of wants to grab the arm and go over to the guy.
Of course you do.
I mean, it's just we just chat with him a little bit.
I mean, he won't necessarily know that we know anything other than we found his dead companion's arm, right?
I mean, what if we just happened upon it?
Of course, that's exactly
happened upon this separate arm out in the woods.
We could always sell the owl bear tomorrow and then have more money and challenge to more type throwing.
I don't think that's going to accomplish.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Lose us more gold.
I mean, we could. That would be an icebreaker, if you will. Just bring the arm over and say, "Hey, look what we found. It matches your face." We could throw it in his face too.
Is this one of yours? We're looking for the rest of him.
Yeah, that would probably go over real well.
Then we'd have to fight.
Yeah.
And we'd all get beat up.
He might get upset.
I wonder if he'd hidden all.
But, I think if we frame it differently, maybe if we say, hey, we found this. We were going to tell the sheriff, but...
we didn't think it'd be cool.
Ooh, good angle.
But we saw that it was like your mark, so we thought we could give you a heads up that,
Or...
something happened to one of your guys.
Or we ask him if he'll be paying for the interment. Since it's my job to inter the dead, and this is a dead.
I mean, we could do a little bit of both.
Yep.
I do like that.
It might not get us that much information.
It's going to be another avenue to get us beat up, though.
That could be after he agrees to talk to us about anything. Then we could say, well, we can also inter what's left of him for you. But I like the idea of saying that we would have gone to the cops and realized what was up, and we want to give you a heads up as someone killed your guy. We play stupid,
We could try to get hired by him.
we could try to find out who did this to your guy.
Yeah, you might have to leave me out of that conversation. Like, I don't want to put my robes away because I don't think he wants to hire a cleric of Heronius.
Most likely not, Kandor.
No.
Or hide your holy symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have my tabar. My tabar's freaking literally, I look like I'm a castle guard. I got a freaking tabar with a freaking lightning bolt on it.
But that
like,
cloak.
like the Flash from...
Yeah, maybe you just hang back for that part.
Take advantage of a good cloak. There you go.
Yes. I have a
I guess we got a couple options then, right?
I like your idea, Torbin.
We stake out the mine guy, or we go ask this guy, hey, we try to level with him. Maybe get in good with him. And then we find out what they're up to eventually.
I think we should go check out mine, though.
Really hard to get in good with him. I mean, they're tough, and look at us. Look at us.
He'll be suspicious the minute we even try to...
What are you trying to say? Yeah,
I mean,
no, you're probably right.
I will say that Torbin, ever since that beetle incident, you do look a little tougher than you did before.
Literally.
Right.
You're
I was thinking I didn't want to say anything.
Like a piece of
I didn't want to like
a piece
talk myself up, but
So I say we go. We go back and rest, and maybe tomorrow, maybe we can spy on the mine.
Yeah, let's
And then
take
we
the
got
arm
these.
back.
And
For
then
take it back where?
To where we're staying. I don't know. Like, we're not even laying
You
around
want to take-
anywhere.
I can take it to the boneyard.
if he wants to go to Dwarf for it, you want to walk all the way back? It's a long way, right?
No, I can take it.
Or we leave it on the step of the estate.
Dun dun. To what end?
Just to scare them.
Hmm.
Somebody knows. No, that's a terrible idea. Let's just bury it.
Oh, now you got that thought in my mind. Thank you, Goldie.
Look, I'll take it back to the temple and I'll pickle it just in case we need it for later.
Pickle it. Yeah.
Pickle it. Oh, preserve it, you mean?
Correct.
you keep
All right, I'm going to talk to
mentioning
him with the
pickle.
arm.
How often do you guys pickle things up there? Because that's just straight up disturbing. I
As you
thought
guys are talking
just
about
buried-
pickled man flesh, Vamrid, you're what?
I grab the arm and I walk over to him.
Oh.
All right,
shit.
you guys watch
I
Vamrid just struts his stuff over there. Vamrid, what's the
I run
vibe
like a
that you're...
cockroach away.
Hold on a
Look
second.
cool.
Vamrid, what's the
Everybody be cool.
vibe that...
Oh, I'm
What's the
I'm
vibe?
like strolling over like
Wound sweat.
look just trying to look badass, you know, just
Sure.
with a
As
you
you
know,
walk up to him,
nodding.
he's just like tapping out on his boot. He's tapping out the bowl of his pipe, and he looks up at you and goes, what was it again? Vamrid.
Vamrid.
That-
Not
is
so
that about
great
the-
with the dagger.
Not so great with the dagger, but your coin was pretty good.
Yeah, easy come, easy go. You're a worthy component, I tell you what.
No, you don't have to tell me that. I know.
Oh, I
What can
know.
I help? What can I help you with before I head back inside?
Well, you being the champion that you are, I know you're the man. You rule this place. You take care of this place. You're the kind of guy that people look up to. But I gotta wonder about some of you guys that are following you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hear me out. And I just take the arm out, and I'm like,
Fuck.
I was out east of town, and me and my friends got attacked by this huge creature, and it had this in its mouth, man.
Let
I don't
me
know
guess.
what the hell you guys
me
were
guess.
doing. Yeah,
Let me guess. An owl bear?
yeah.
Let me see
Big
that.
ass
He
owl
grabs
bear.
it out of your arm. He goes, fucking Scotch, man. And he smacks the side of the building with the arm. God damn it, had to go and get himself fucking killed.
I'll write that down for our records at the temple.
I was writing that down.
Goldie writes it in her hand. Scotch.
Some dumbass is trying to fight this thing over east of town.
He wasn't trying to fight it, but he got in the way of it. Hey, what's your angle here? You just returning this arm to me?
Listen, man, my guy over there, he puts bodies in the ground that are already dead, not killing people. He was sent over there to do some cleanup work. You know, he got paid a little bit of money by the cousins of the family, and man, it was a freaking mess. And we're just trying to figure out how to clean this up.
Wait a minute. Who sent him where and which family? The fuck are you talking about?
The land.
Speak common, would you? Speak a common. I don't understand Dwarvish.
The lamb, Lambert, land, maybe some family like that. East of town.
Yeah.
Not far.
Yeah, I know the place you're talking about. It's where Scutch died. Okay, what? Somebody hired you to go out there?
Do some cleanup work. Yeah, that's all. Tidy up the place. You know, it's been years. You know, we got somebody came to us. They're like, hey, we want to make sure this place is settled well and everything, it looks right, because there might be a change in finances on who owns the place. I do a lot of marketing stuff like that.
Real estate.
All right, look, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but if you got a point, you ought to make it quick.
Look, all I know is it was a mess. Stuff was everywhere, holes and stuff, and I think there might be some complaints about the fact that some of the graves were messed up, right? We got to make this right to get the deed moved over. Somebody's gonna complain. Look, man, this guy deals with bodies. I don't do all that shit. I don't even throw daggers, as you can tell. We're just trying to get the finances and the paperwork proper.
He grabs you by the collar and puts you up against the wall.
Cool.
He says, are you trying to shake me down?
No.
What the fuck is this? And he just starts kind of choking you a little bit.
I'm looking for information. I don't try to get anything from you besides what the hell your men were doing.
He sets you down. Look, it's best if you just turn and walk away. There ain't no bodies out there at that place.
No bodies. What? They just they walk away. Shit, man, this is gonna make paperwork nightmare.
God damn it.
I walk over to where Vamert is talking to him, and I'll calmly just say, so when the graves got dug up, there was no bodies there.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm just.
What the? What is this? 20 fucking questions? Look, I told you, there's no bodies out there. There's nothing I can do to help you. The bodies are gone, for fuck's sake. If you tie me to anything that happened out there at that place, I will hunt you down and I will make you eat your own ass.
No. Look, I just look at him and say, actually, no. You just cleared yourself of anything, and you're out of our mind now. You just answered any question we had. And we appreciate it.
I am still a bit curious.
Who the hell would take them bodies? Why make our life more difficult to get this shit done? Oh my god.
Look, listen. I don't want any fucking trouble with anybody. I don't know who you represent, but I work for some very important people in this town. Some people that can bring down some serious pain on a bunch of kids like you and that old lady. God damn it.
I look at him and I say, I just look at him and say, we can't.
I look over my shoulder. What, there's a lady?
I just look at this guy and I say, I killed that owl bear.
Nicely done. It killed one of my best men.
Well,
this
it was
fucking
clean.
guy. And he just fucking throws the arm. One of my best men. Invaluable.
Mr. Cullen.
Would you like
I
Who
have
the fuck are you? You guys are coming out of the goddamn woodwork.
My companion Vamrit has been talking about me. I'm the one who deals with the dead.
Ah.
Are you saying? Indeed. Are you saying that there were no bodies when your men were there, or there are no bodies because your men took them?
Why should I tell you anything?
Because at some point we all pass on, and it is our responsibility at the Temple of Wejas to make sure your remains are interred. Do you know what happens when remains are not interred correctly?
I'm sure Nerul has his own plans for me when I'm done.
Maybe, maybe not. If your bones aren't interred correctly, you will never be able to pass on. You will stay here in permanent suffering.
Permanent suffering, huh?
Indeed.
Seems like a typical day here in Diamond Lake. Am I right?
Yes, but picture this. For eternity, there's no reward, no punishment. Your punishment would be sticking around and being bored in this place forever. Now, I'm sure you don't want to get on the bad side of the Temple of Wejas. And all I need is some information. We are a neutral party in this whole mess. All I need to know is what happened to the bodies. And then we can move.
Osric, give me a charisma check. Add +2 for the help with your companions who are making a mess of this fucking thing. But it's good nonetheless.
I'm gonna use a
hero point.
A hero point.
Okay.
Sweet. Natural 20.
Hey! Wow. Okay. Okay.
Only more than that, I think.
That was good timing.
Yeah, that's a 24.
Shout out to Vamrid for taking some initiative here. All right, Osric. He looks at you. He looks at you and he says, I don't like the idea of being stuck here in limbo or whatever. Look, we got hired to do a job, plain and simple. He looks around. If I fucking hear that you told anybody about this, I will make you eat your ass.
I have no reason to.
There's that old crazy goat, Filge. We were hired to do what he needed done. And well, that son of a bitch, that creepy bastard, he wanted bones. We didn't like it. We didn't like the idea of it. We're not grave robbers. But we were told to do it, and we did it. And that's where Scotch, that son of a bitch, he looks down at the arm that's laying in the dirt. One of my best, most trusted friends. Look. I don't know what your connection to these bones is, but I'd just leave it be.
I'm afraid I cannot do that as a servant of Wejas.
I'll tell you, this guy's a creep. Grade A psycho. And coming from me, that says a lot.
This is the owner? The mine owner, Filch?
No. That's Balabar Smenk. You've never heard this name before.
Filch. Okay.
Filch?
You go digging around, you're going to run into some serious trouble.
It's actually my job. That's what I do for a living. I dig around.
Trouble.
I dig and do things with the bones of the dead. Who is this Filch?
He's a crazy old magic user.
And where can I find him?
Set up shop in the old observatory.
Thank you, Cullen. For your information this night, I pick up Scotch's arm. I say, I will personally go back to where we found this, look for the rest of his bones, and make sure he is interred properly for a discounted rate of 5 gold pieces. I'm dead, and I'm dead serious. Make sure that your best friend
just says, "Listen, Scotch doesn't give a shit what happens to him at this point. But I'll tell you what, if you go digging around, causing trouble with this filch, do me a personal favor. Bring me back that bastard's eyes. And he turns and he kind of pushes past you guys and walks back into the feral dog. And that, my friends, is where we will end tonight's session. You have a lead on this new individual, Filge, who apparently has the bones that you seek. And I think this is a good place to end. We're a little bit over time, and I think my connection's getting kind of janky, so I think this is a good time to end. All right, so great job, you guys. Vamp, you're gonna get an extra special hero for taking some initiative and getting the information that you needed to get from this guy. Everybody, thank you so much for playing, and everybody in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out. We are going to raid into somebody as I look for a raid target here, but in the meantime, we'll go around the table and do some outros. We'll start with Jose. Jose, tell us what's up. Where can we find your stuff? What are you up to?
Thank you, Dave. I'm Jose. You can find me on the Guild Superior Discord. You can find me on Blue Sky, and you can find me on my website, which is on the little sidebar there. Currently, I have just finished a big project, and I'm looking at some other projects coming down the pipeline. And you can find the project that I just finished on my Blue Sky, and and I'm looking forward to next time that we pick this up.
One more session, baby. Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Thank you, Jose. Really glad to have you as part of this adventure and the Summer of Siege. So thanks for being here for that. Also, Shelly, really happy to have you as part of this Summer of Siege, one of the OGs. What's up? Where can people find you, and what do you have going on?
Oh, you can find me over at Instagram and Threads at Hey It's Flea Monkey, and just Flea Monkey on the Discord doing the stuff. Find me back here next Tuesday playing Goldie Bramble Dance, the 50-year-old fighter monk.
She's a spry 50, though.
She's so old.
Yeah. She's a spry 50. She lotions. You can't tell.
You need lanolin. You got to put lanolin on that leathery skin for sure.
I feel like that's for.
At least she qualifies for the senior discount.
I don't even know what lanolin is, but anyways, another big shout out to another one of the lanolin supporters over here, Vamp Wickman.
What's up? Thanks, Dave, for running it. It was fun. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Thank you.
Yes. Everybody, make sure they get in on the giveaway.
The drawing.
Tomorrow I'll be on Stronghold D&D.
Sweet.
And next week I'll be here trying not to get choked more. Maybe trying to get choked more. I don't know. I'm just trying to get some information.
It worked out. You guys spent a lot of gold to get there, but it worked out.
Here I was thinking that just dropping a couple of gold to the waitress girl was like, I'm dropping too much money here. And you're like, get our 10.
That was amazing. All right. Well, Chad, thank you very much. Always a pleasure to game with you, sir. I'm glad you're part of this as well. AndyG 3D. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as AndyG 3D here on Twitch. You can find me here most every Tuesdays playing in this game and in Jose's game coming up. What is that? October? Said?
Yep. Yeah. October. Yep. Yeah.
Tuesday.
Looking forward to that. So stay tuned and come hang out on our Discord. We're always there having a good time.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate you very much. And last but not least, the birthday boy himself, ScottishJeff. Happy birthday. Glad that you were able to jump in on this these last couple of episodes. Yeah. Great to have you here.
Hey, you know what? Every episode where my character doesn't die is a great episode.
Yes.
Fair.
But I played Kandor, Dooley, the very unsure of himself cleric, who really has no idea what he's gotten himself into at this point. He's like, I just want to go back to my studies.
We have an owlbear now.
Now you're talking about undead. We have a wild animal in our possession.
Unstoppable.
But yeah, it was fun. You'll see me again next Tuesday playing Kandor, and I think possibly if it's still on the schedule, the 23rd Saturday, we're still doing a live stream shadowdark. Possibly.
Sweet.
I think
well,
we are.
Thanks
right?
for being here, man.
I think we
Appreciate
are.
you very much. What's that? Shadowdark?
No, I was mentioning the Shadowdark at the end of the month.
Right on.
So
all right. Well, you guys, thank you very much for being here. I'm just going to give a quick heads up that we will be back here on Thursday playing some New Varden with Dungeon Mr. Ty, who's in the chat right now. Ty, thank you so much for running that. It is the second of 3 arcs in an amazing story, and very excited to see where it goes. We've got a lot left to play. Yes, if you want to pick up the game and support our good friend, there's the link over at Drive-Thru RPG. Go check it out. Thanks, Jeff. And let's see, we're gonna raid into everybody has been going on.
Giveaway.
You know what? I like the idea of a giveaway, but we're not gonna do it. We're not going to do a giveaway tonight because there's literally 3 people in the thing, and
they all were.
It's all
Andy still won't win.
It's all Andy.
2 of them are me. Yeah.
It's all, 2 of them are Andy. So we're not gonna do it.
Well,
yeah. Anyways,
I can't win every week.
Thanks for the effort. All right. So in lieu of that, we will raid into somebody. I don't know who, but we'll find somebody. So stick around, hang out with us, and go in the raid if you'd like. Otherwise, we will see you on Thursday for New Varden. And then I should mention on Tuesdays in September, Canis the Magnificent will be here running a Monster Hunters Club game, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. We're going to be playing a bunch of like middle school kids who are going after monsters in their town of Gulf Haven. It's going to be very, very fun. And then Jose will be here, as mentioned, in October, running some more Greyhawk folklore related stuff, which we're very excited for. So stay tuned and stay connected because there's a lot going on. Okay, we'll see you on Thursday. Bye.